Hi, I'm Julie. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. This is going to be about day 4 of the 14-day challenge through the group RankMakers. And it was in 2019, June. But like anything that happens with RankMakers, there's things that always get messed up. And when I went in to look at this recording, it's something, they have this excuse that there was something wrong with Facebook. And so then it's just an audio. So then I thought, well, I want to still show you the video. So I found another video that was from January's 2019's 14-day challenge that is still about the same topic. So I'm going to show you what I see. So this is the one. This is day 4. This was June 2019. This is the one that I wanted to show you. Thongs and the bicycle. So I'll just show you what it looks like. What gets played here.
Challengers, what is up? What's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And he thought it was so cheeky, like, and on edge to talk about marketing thongs. Oh, you're gonna see, because you gotta see the whiteboard. So he kind of talks a little bit, but I think it's just over a minute in when you see this, and it says, unfortunately, Facebook was having technical difficulties, and the rest of this recording is only audio. We're sorry for the inconvenience. And so that's the whole thing. Like, I'm just tabbing through. It's just the whole video. So I thought, oh no, there's no way that we can listen to that
form of marketing. If you want to talk,
no. So I thought I looked at the next 14-day challenge, which was in November 2019, and it didn't have like just the title of the thongs. I wanted to keep it like the thongs and the bicycle, because I can't handle more repetition. Like that previous video, day 3, that just about did me in. Probably did you in too if you saw it. So here is, so I went back to January's 2019 and I found this video. This is day 2, the bicycle and marketing thongs. So that's similar. And all of these videos, like he ended up creating like a slideshow that he didn't have to show up every day in this 14-day, in these separate 14-day challenge groups. He just did this slide presentation because all of us would have bought anything that he sold because we thought he was like so smart. So we're going to watch this one. This one is an hour long. So brace yourself. You know, he's going to ramble on. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen this since 2019. And looking back at these videos, it's just, well, I can't believe that I looked up to this guy and I thought he knew what he was talking about. I didn't see through the deception. And so now I'm going to show it. I'm working on exposing what's going on and to hopefully help others as they start to exit, realize that they're not alone, and using humor to talk about this stuff as well, because it takes the like the fear out of talking about this guy, because a lot of people are too intimidated and fearful to talk about him that were in RankMakers. You haven't yet seen all these people leaving RankMakers making content about Ray. People are afraid. So the more people that, you know, start speaking out, the better. And if you never want to speak out, that's okay too. So let's do this. So this is day 2, the bicycle and marketing thongs.
challengers, what is up? What's happening? Welcome to day 2. What is going on? Yes, yes, yes. You still with me? We didn't blow you out too soon, did we?
This is only day 2 for this challenge, but he does start on that day 4 in June 2019. He already starts insulting everyone, even within that first minute. Are you still here? You just have given up. You're so weak. You're going to whine and cry. Like, he does this. So this is the same thing. This is day 2 though, from the previous 14-day challenge.
All right. Chastity, Shayla, what's happening? Peter in the house. Yes, yes. Angelo. Let me tell you, man. Angelo, you did the first 14-day, didn't you? I think so. Ursula, what's going on? What's up, Maggie, Lisa, Amber? Yes. Jessica. boy.
He did this same. So if you saw any of my previous videos, you'll know that when we're in RankMakers, we would watch him do his Ray Daily, the Facebook live video that he would do in the group RankMakers. And then when the 14-day challenge was running, which was every quarter, we would go, and the people that were participating in this 14-day challenge, which was another Facebook group that you had to pay to, get this exclusive training from Ray, then we would watch another training. So these videos could be quite lengthy, and you can see this video is an hour. So we have tuned in live to watch the Ray Daily. We are now tuning in to this 14-day challenge group, and it's an hour. This shows you, just from a rank maker perspective, like the nichest of the niche of the niche of the multi-level marketing industry, how your time is completely taken over by multi-level marketing and working on yourself and buying all these extra courses and participating in challenges, all to help you grow your network marketing business. And it doesn't work. It's all a scam. It's so brutal.
Mary in the house. What's going on? Steve. Day 2. We made it. Oh, goodness. Day 2. Sarah. All right. 2 more. That's it. Liz in the house. And 1 more. I've already said hello to.
I know it's like watching paint dry. I know. But I want this to show you what it's like to be a rank maker, to give you some idea of the years I spent watching this guy on video and the years many of us spent. You're already phasing out of reality because he's so fucking boring. Fuck.
Joan. All right, there we go, Joan. All right, Aru, Trip Knowles, yes. I guess we're caught up giving shout outs. I just keep going. Nikki, very coachable, love it. Angela.
Someone's very coachable. I am going to be editing out if he says their first and last name. If he says their first name, I'll keep it in there. But first and last name, I'll chunk it out, whatever.
Oh, hey, what's happening? All right. I got to stop. Saying. All right, let's go. So, first of all, very proud of so many of you. And I certainly don't know how many or anything like that. But very, very proud of you and I'll tell you why. Because I purposely did not answer all of your questions. And I believe many of you did the action step anyway. And that means there's hope. So
he's such a dick, and this is how he coaches. I don't know if you want to make a bet on how long he's going to ramble on before he actually gets to the point, but he's going to do an hour, and it's going to be all over the place. But the point of this is you've got to see this training about the marketing thong, because he thought this was the greatest thing ever. And the marketing thong, he draws it like it's a thong on a woman's bum. Like, he thinks this is so fucking funny. And it's worth it to see, because I don't know if he's jettisoned this concept now. So I'd like this enshrined in perpetuity.
If you can learn to take more action without all of the information, then you will change your life, because most people really suffer from overthinking. And we'll talk about that here in a second, okay? So first of all, now,
don't think and don't critically think. Don't encourage people that are asking questions about your multi-level marketing company. You want them to take action without thinking. It's not overthinking, it's without thinking. That's what this is about.
Now, all of anytime you ever see me do a 14-day challenge, they will never be the same, right? There may be the same concepts mixed in.
Well, that's a lie. You prove that because he did start doing those, just the slides. So what big surprise, yet another lie.
In different days, but it'll never be the same, because I study you guys and I see what you're saying. I see where you're struggling. I see what's holding you back, and I adapt the content to accommodate. And accommodate is too nice of a term. To push your ass into action is really what it is. Is really what it is. And so you will not know what, whether you've taken, one 14-day challenge with me before or 22 of them, you won't know what topic is going to be the next day. You're just not.
You do. We all do. It's the same thing. It was easy for me to find. It was like bicycle marketing thong. Even within the early days of this is 2019. It was very easy. It's just another contradiction. Basically everything he says that he's going to do or not going to do, just he'll do the opposite. Look at his behavior and look at the behavior of all multi-level marketing coaches versus what they say. That's a good rule of thumb.
Now, the first day will probably usually be about the same, but, and we may even make tweaks to that. So one of the things to help you win and to help you squeeze the most juice out of this beautiful fruit called the 14-day challenge, one thing that we've added is we've made some improvements to the tracker, and even in the way we tell you to update it. So we have a tracker at higgingroup.com/14-day tracker.
All he's going to do is he's going to blab on now. He's got a tracker. He wants to collect your data. So this was day 2 for the previous 14-day challenge, but he's going to do that. This is the same formulaic layout, like what he does for every one of these videos is he wants you to get your data that if you did a live video, you have to tick yes. You go into this little form online and then you say 5 people, watched it. And I signed up 1 customer, whatever. And then he uses that data to then sell the next 14-day challenge. And he hammers this. If you're really serious, you got to fill out this tracker. But this is all of his teachings, his coaching, all of it is to cultivate a dependency on him and erode your own critical thinking. You get disempowered and you need to keep purchasing courses from him. There's always something more to learn. Every 14-day challenge, it's going to be different. No, it's not. I did 8 of them. I'm qualified to say that it was all the same shit, different pile.
And it is very simple, real simple. And my suggestion to you, and I'll go through because I'll go through this is the only day I'm going to go through this, by the way. Oh, you like the title, Amber?
Oh, he loves it. He thinks he's such a fucking stud with this thong. He fucking loves it. You're going to see. I just remember even when I was I'm like, this is fucking weird, right? And so I'm really excited to see this again because I bet it's just fucking wild. This is going to be better than the ring light cameo.
And so
I get so fucking excited talking about this thong.
So at higgingroup.com/14-day tracker, what you will see is 14 kind of blocks, right? For the 14 days tracker. And you will be able to click. Now, they're not all open right now because we're just on day 2. But what I want you to do today is I want you to go to higgingroup.com/14-day tracker. I would suggest doing this as kind of your first step. Okay. So higgingroup.com/14-day tracker, go to the tracker, click day 1, answer the questions. I would do that first and then do your action step later or whenever you would like.
It's important. Everything that you do has to be serving him first, but really it's really helping you. So I know this is boring. I know, but this is the only way I think that the world needs to see a snapshot of what many of us experienced over the years.
Like to do it. I do like that many of you said, you know what? It was like my man, Chiago. Chiago's in our Top Earner Club. He's just a total rock star, male supermodel. He's amazing. And he said, it just seemed easier for me to just go live immediately after watching the 14 daily video. And I agree with that. But you don't have to. That's up to you. I mean, I think that that's easier to just knock it out, be done with it, not have to overthink it, not give yourself enough time to overthink it. And there you go. So when you go to this, all you're updating is you're updating the information for yesterday's action step. And so every single morning.
How can one man use so many words to describe something that could be easily described in one sentence? We got an hour of this. We're 5 minutes and we've got 55 minutes to go.
When I go live, I'm going to suggest to you to go and update that. Okay. And this will make your life easier. Now this is the only time I'm going to walk you through the tracker. Okay. So if you go there and you click day one, you're going to see first name, last name, email, pretty standard. Did you do the daily action step? Now, I'm willing to bet that most people, if you didn't, you're probably not going to go to the tracker, but we kindly do say yes or no. Did you do it? And if
he just talks down to people the entire time. But when I was in this, I thought like he was so funny. I thought, oh my God, this guy is so funny. I was taking notes. I would put all my notes into an additional Facebook group. So, and then I would do live videos saying, I'm a part of this 14-day challenge with Ray Higdon, and it's going to be amazing. I've learned so much. If you want access to my notes, like, let me know, send me a DM and I'll add you to my Facebook group.
You got some new prospects or leads, how many? Okay. And we actually they need to fix that. Let me just tell them. I already
see how rude this is of disrespecting everyone's time. Like he does this and he's done this for years. He has no respect for people's time. He has done this already in the RankMakers group, done his live video. And now he's going on here and he's fucking around on his phone. It's like, oh, I learned something here. I'm going to just stop doing this presentation, this training about the buy cycle and the marketing thong. And I'm going to text my, one of my employees who's basically on call 24/7 and is probably being exploited as well for labor, grossly underpaid, if paid at all, in my fucking opinion. And from what I've heard, and let's just stop it. You can just stand here and watch me fuck around.
See one word that's going to throw you guys, because I'm very aware that some are very easy to throw, right?
He's such a fucking dick. It just blows my mind. Wow.
On the tracker, can we instead of saying if you got some new prospects or leads today, can you say if you got some new prospects or leads from the action step, how many? And the same for the 2 questions. All right. So if you go there soon, it's going to say, if you got some new prospects or leads today, how many? What it's really asking, and it'll be updated here probably today, but what it's really asking is based on the action.
You thought like the inner workings of a cult were going to be like glamorous and like there's going to be, how do these people like fall under this spell? It's like, this is it. It's not what you thought, is it? It's fucking boring. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like on the daily.
Step that you did yesterday. Okay. Did you get any leads or prospects? Did you get anyone reaching out to you? And track that. Now I would do something additional with that. I would actually put that number somewhere. So if you have a notebook, if you have something like that, just say action step day 1. If you got 2 leads, awesome. If you got 1, if you got 0, whatever. If you got more than 0.
Why do people have to, why is this so important? The sole purpose, apparently what it's sold as, the 14-day challenge, is to help people in multi-level marketing primarily get more comfortable doing Facebook live videos using Ray's scripts, like his format, to generate leads. It's proven. We've got strategies. He uses all these like superlative words. But what you see, he's always selling. He's selling his ring light. He's selling his purple book of headlines and titles. And now it's like he is putting so much focus on already using these numbers, because he doesn't give a fuck if you recruit anybody or get any customers, because he just likes to bamboozle already brainwashed multi-level marketing reps with more numbers and data to give him this illusion of credibility. So he'll say, make sure you fill out this tracker. Now, I know some of you are so stupid, you're going to be thrown off by this one word. I get it. Like, we're so conditioned when we're already in an MLM company to be spoken down to. Like, you are less than because you have so much work to do. So we don't even see this. Some people did. I didn't. I was one of the people that just stuck around for years. I thought it was so awesome. So what he's doing is he wants you to fill out this tracker so he can get those numbers and then just continue to use it to keep selling the next 14-day challenge and the next. And he'll use it in all different ways. He'll get his staff to create more marketing, Facebook posts, Instagram stories, the works, just to keep selling. This has nothing to do with helping you. This is adding on to your burden. You're not prospecting. You're not following up with people. You're not doing the Facebook Live video. The first thing he said, this male supermodel from his top earner club, as soon as he gets off, he does his live video. But no, actually what you really should be doing is giving me your numbers, because I want to exploit the fuck out of you any which way I can. Talking about squeezing the juice from whatever. He squeezes your fucking energy, your soul, and your money. And when he's done, he fucking discards you. And he just fucking moves on. Soulless. And he's done it with thousands of people. So all he wants is your numbers. This is how important it is for him. This has nothing to do with growing your network marketing business. All this has to do is growing his bank account and his influence.
I would actually put that somewhere, because that will increase your chances of winning the final contest. And we'll explain that when we get there. The next question is, if you got
that's important. Everything he does is strategic. So he's framing this as a way that this is actually beneficial for you to keep track for him, doing work for him, all the numbers of all the people that have responded to your video. Did you get any customers? All this stuff. Because the final contest is a video that's not a live video. It's a recorded video telling all the wonderful things that you learned from the 14-day challenge, hashtagging it, mentioning the Higdon group, mentioning his name, and using all the data that you've collected for him to create a before and after testimonial that he could then use in his email campaigns, on his page, wherever he wants to use it, to then continue to sell the next 14-day challenge. That's what the last contest is. All these contests is just to promote him and his brand. And you're doing all the work for him for free. You're actually paying him to do the work, much like in multi-level marketing. You paid to join the group and you're paying to work for him. But you know what? This is a benefit to you. This is the manipulation. It's subtle, but then you can, when you start to see it, then it's easy. It pops out. This is the other inside look into RankMakers through the 14-day challenge.
New customer sign up today, how many? Okay. And it's saying if. Now, I want to just help you out here. There are way more people in here that are just starting to do marketing the right way. There are way more people in here that will not have gotten a sign up, that will not even have gotten a lead. So don't feel bad. You know, if you did get leads, if you did get a sign up, then you are in the minority. Congratulations. But just know that most people will not be able to put a number there. Okay. I'm just letting you know.
Just like most people in multi-level marketing won't be able to put a number there by how many customers or recruits they have. There's a similarity there.
No, just FYI. And then the very last question, was this your very first Facebook Live? We want to know that. We want to know that. And so Terry, if you followed the,
because they take credit for that as well. If you've just decided to enroll in this 14-day challenge and you happen to do your first live video, that's because of them. And they use that to promote and to sell. None of your success is attributed to you. It's all hashtag gratitude to the Higdon group and to fucking Ray and the 14-day challenge, and on it goes.
Action step yesterday, I said, tell them to reach out to you if they want your notes from the marketing. Now, some of you translated it. I was speaking, Transylvanian and you heard it in a different language and you told people to comment. I didn't say to tell people to comment. And there's a psychological reason for that. A comment is not as powerful as a personal message. Now, that doesn't mean don't ever ask people to comment. I'm not saying that. And we'll get into the Facebook.
If you don't do exactly what he says, you are mocked. And this is a pattern of behavior too. Anybody that has asked a question or objected to something, or even if he perceives it and it's like you're leaving something in the group, he will make a live video about you, but he won't mention your name when you've done something to piss him off. And everybody will know it's about you. And so that's what he does. It's like some of you just said to comment and I wasn't speaking Transylvanian or something. So all these poor people they did their first Facebook live video and they were nervous and they just said comment below instead of following his script. He's mocking them right now. And because we're siloed, we feel like we're part of a community, but we're actually siloed. We can't say anything negative or contradictory or critically think because we're like, I'm in this multi-level marketing company. I got to work so hard. I've invested this money into doing this. I got to show up and do this. We just think, oh, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe it. I've got to beat myself up internally. I just feel horrible that I made such a horrible error. He just makes people feel like shit. So then you still think, I got to keep buying more. I got to keep looking up to him. It's so fucked up. Fuck, this is so dark. We're not even 10 minutes into this.
Live formula, not today, but arguably tomorrow, maybe. So I will teach you how to get more engagement and more comments on the people that are on your videos, but I didn't say, tell them to comment to get your notes. I realize that's easier for you to ask. And some people did. Hey, drop me a comment, right? Well, that's an easier ask than having them message you, but it's less powerful psychologically. Okay. And so we'll talk more about that. Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow is my guess. We'll see. Okay. So I would do this. This would be your first, as soon as this is done.
Oh my God. I just want to shut the fuck up and get on with the marketing thong.
I would do that. Okay.
I fucking watched, do you know how many hundreds of hours, thousands of hours over the years I spent? Holy fuck.
Higdengroup.com/.
No wonder I'm fucked up.
14-day tracker. And what if you didn't do it? What if you got into the group late? And by the way, I know that there's actually quite a few people, I believe. Look at the numbers here.
Again, looking at the numbers, what's really weird about this, he talked about this so this was January 2019. I'm covering June 2019, but he already made fun of people on day one by saying, because his group is a piece of shit, his coaching is a piece of shit, his leadership is a piece of shit, his business is a piece of shit. And they're so fucking shitty that they had over 3,300 people that had registered to get into the June 2009 14-day challenge. And there was only 500 people in the group. And he blames all those other people. So is it 2,800? 2,800 people are so stupid. It couldn't possibly be because of fucking him. This is what he thinks. And I bet you he's going to say the same thing here. This is wild. I'm in my Hun mode.
There is at least 400 people more that should be in the group that are not in the group, right? And some people, we see this, some people, they just buy stuff and then, I don't know, we never see them again.
It's probably because they contact customer service and you gaslight them and they just feel so bad that they just don't get into the group. And that if they do actually say something, they're going to have a live video made about them on your personal page in fucking RankMakers and in here, but they won't see it because they can't get in. It's funny, isn't it? That this was January 2019. He's already, what he liked to say, people are whining and moaning. He's whining and moaning that 500 people aren't in his group. And he thinks that it's just 500 people can't get into his group that they paid for. and he doesn't see it as a business problem. He thinks that all those 500 people, it's because of them. Even better is June 2019. So months later, he's such an amazing businessman with such incredible business sense that when he has 2,700 people, exponential amount that can't get into his group, it's also their fault. It's almost like he can't see the flawed business model. Right? It's almost like that. You cannot fucking make this shit up.
But there's about 400 more people that should be in the group than's currently in the group. And so if you got into the group a little late for whatever reason, instead of being mad and angry, how dare you, right? Instead of being upset, then I would suggest do action step number 1. And maybe you do action step number 1, in early today. You do.
Don't blame me. Don't blame, because it is your fault, and it is entirely your fault. Don't blame him. You got to blame yourself. You can see how when you're in like multi-level marketing, you see how people behave. You think, holy shit, how can these Huns and these Hun bros like think like this? And then you take it to this next level where there's so many of us that are involved in these multi-level marketing coaching groups. So when I was within Monat, I was in, I created my own Monat customer group, and then I created my own team group because I was one of the first people in my area. So I was able to recruit a team. And then I was added to my uplines group. And then there was an uplines my uplines Facebook group. I am not exaggerating. And then an uplines group all the way up to the top with Tony Van Schoik, which was the first person that signed up with Monat. Then there was Monat Market Partner Academy, Monat Market Partner Official, Monat Canada, Monat USA, Monat. Then so there's all of that. And all of the work that you see, you see anti-MLM creators like looking in on Zoom calls. You see all the culty shit that we're doing. But then we're doing all of that. Us fuckers and RankMakers, we're doing all of that. And then we're doing shit like this. And he's just droning on. And we are already accepting of that being treated like a piece of shit, because we believe that there's something wrong with our mindsets, that we're self-sabotaging ourselves. So the way he speaks with such condescension, squeezing the juice out of the condescension, just, why the fuck did he have to say squeezing the juice? It's so fucking gross. But we're so used to that then we're in this other coaching group and we're getting this on the daily. And then he'll run these other challenges. So then we have an additional more training in these 14-day challenges. Gives you some of how deep the indoctrination goes and why it's so hard for people to start getting out. Our time is completely wrapped up in this. It's already wrapped up with just our individual multi-level marketing companies. You see how much shit we have to do, or how much distraction we have. We have to do this personal development. We have to read these books. We have to attend the Zoom calls. We have to save up the money and go to the company event. And then we do additional coaching like this. It completely takes over your life. It takes over your mind. You do create this cult identity. It's like sitting on top of you. You kind of peek through now and then. Waking up from this is fucking wild. All right, let's get back to fucking Ray going on. 10 minutes in and he's just...
Today's action step later today, right? I would play to catch up. And Erica, as far as notifications, Facebook does whatever the hell it wants. I mean, we have, thousands in RankMakers that have, I think if I said, hey guys, we can get you notified if you pay $100, I think thousands would actually pay that, but
no, they wouldn't. I'm willing to bet that thousands wouldn't pay you $100 to get notified that you're going live. Even then, that's a stretch. I was in pretty fucking deep, but even I spent thousands of dollars, but this is not a flex at all on my part, but I do feel like it's somewhat of a flex. I wouldn't have paid $100 to get notified on Facebook. Because I was on all the time anyway, hitting fucking refresh. Fuck.
We have no control, unfortunately. So Facebook does what she do what she won't. And so, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Following me on my profile does increase the chances, it seems. Setting to see first helps as well, but we can't control the notifications, unfortunately. And so there you go. All right. So first step, this overthinking. I want you to get into the habit of taking action before you're ready and without knowing everything.
This is dark. Just knowing what you know now with like high control groups, cults, documentaries that have come out. Look at it now in this light as you've left multi-level marketing, or if you're already outside and you just enjoy anti-MLM content. You maybe have friends or family members that have been in multi-level marketing. You're there supporting them now, or maybe they're still in. Maybe you still have a friend that is just like, I had somebody approached me with this business opportunity, and you're able to like give them additional information. Be like, this is a red flag. This is what cults do. They deceive you. And already from day one, you're already defensive, defending someone that you just met or a friend. It's like, but you know what? Her hair looks really good. Don't tell me what to do. You always tell me what to do. I'm going to spend $800 on this product pack anyway. I want to do something for myself. Already people get so defensive, and just having more this information out there that multi-level marketing companies, these coaches, they use these cultic fucking methods to recruit you and to keep you. It's going to help a lot of people. So whoever you are watching this, I hope this is just going to give you some more information, more insight into what many of us experience. He wants you to take action. He wants you, when he says jump, you say how high. Unthinking, not overthinking, no thinking, no critical thinking. Take action before you know anything. Don't do any additional research. Don't wait 24 hours. Don't sleep on it. Even better, tell your team to get into my group so they can do that too. And even better than this is, if you're a top leader in your company, get all of your people in here. And then this is how I want you to treat them. Take action without thinking.
Okay. And so this is, we got all, and I knew, right? I knew that all of these, questions would come up. Well, what's the best time of day? Should it be pager profile? Should I wear a hat? What if I'm left-handed?
Let me mock you for these questions that are genuine, and there's a reason why people are asking them. They're curious. They would like to know. And instead of mocking them, you could just answer. You don't have to make fun of them, but he has to make fun of everybody. Everybody is like a fucking enemy. He is so fucking weak. I can't believe I thought this guy was fucking strong. He's so fucking weak.
What if I don't have any windows in my house? What if it's cloudy outside? What if, right? So I know we're going to get 552 questions, and
he talks a big game when he's in the privacy of his little fucking culty groups. You get him out, he puts a fucking purple and pink wig on, and he just mocks people. Now he's found God. But you can see the disdain and contempt just fucking squeezes like juice out of his pores. If you ever hear the word juice again, I hope that this doesn't trigger you. I hope the word juice doesn't become a tainted word for you. Oh, man.
It's hard to decipher what questions make sense and what are just total overthinking. And I'm just telling you, I want you to get in the habit.
Asking what time to post is a legitimate question. All these questions are legitimate. You don't get to decide. But, when we're in this, we're just like everything. You're not actually learning these skills to do these Facebook Lives. All you're learning is to obey. That's all this is about. And to just feel look at how hard he has to work to make everybody feel stupid. This is something that I just didn't see when I was in it. And I see now, like from the beginning, there was that one video. I don't know if it was day 1, 2, or 3, when it was in 22 seconds of the video, he's already insulting everyone in the group. People that have paid him and are looking up to him, he's already insulting him. He works as hard as the multi-level marketing industry does, to make you feel terrible about yourself, so that he can continue to sell you courses. Can you imagine, like, this is the choice in life that you make? You choose, you know what I'm going to do in my life? I'm going to make people feel horrible about themselves. I'm going to point out everything they say and do is wrong. And then I'm going to offer my coaching as the solution. Isn't that just the weirdest, most disgusting choice that you could make? And I'm going to do it live on Facebook. You're really impacting the world. This is what he would teach us: show up powerfully and impact millions. Oh, you're fucking impacting millions. But guess what? So the fuck is the anti-MLM movement.
Okay. Get in the habit of taking action without being fully sure. Because some of you have been trying to do it perfectly for years and you haven't done anything, right? I'm still tweaking the blueprint. I just need one more light, one more ring light, and I can do this.
Nobody is doing this. He's just making this up, exaggerating people's legitimate concerns about going live, because it's fucked up. As someone, me, that went live every day on Facebook, at least once every day, without missing a day for 3.5 years. How the fuck why do you think people just disappear off social media after being in multi-level marketing and even doing any kind of Facebook live videos? I made an ass of myself. I live in a community, a small town. I had fucking friends in triathlon. A lot of these people, I was mocking them for like asking me, Julie, like trying to point out things. And I was in for 5 fucking years. All this shit is out there on the internet. There's no taking it back. People going to do a Facebook live video for their multi-level marketing company under the guidance of Ray, you should be concerned, because it will affect your self-esteem. I know for me, I'm like, I have got nothing else to fucking lose, because I doxed myself all over social media. I spoke about things that I should never have spoken about. But so you can understand, if somebody has shared trauma, childhood abuse, which you're coached to do from Ray and through RankMakers and through his 100K inner circle coaches to do, when you leave, you wake up, you could be horribly ashamed of yourself, especially when you have been told that the outside world, they're all haters. You are siloed within RankMakers. You're siloed within your multi-level marketing companies, each multi-level marketing company. So anybody that's left, they were bad. They were evil. And now you find yourself, there's something wrong with me. Fortunately, there's more and more people speaking out where people can take in anti-MLM content, connect with others who have left maybe the same companies. But you can see when people have behaved, done these live videos, talking about these deeply personal things, emotionally manipulated others to join their teams. They don't want to speak out. Who the hell wants to do that? That's another thing that fuels me in speaking out, is because to put a face to the many voices. It's not just me that's done this. I did it a lot. I did it so much that when I stopped, I'm like, this took over my fucking life. I regret talking about the things that I that I did. I shouldn't have talked. This is shit for therapy, not for trying to recruit people into your multi-level marketing business. This is not about getting people to know, like, and trust you. This is so terribly manipulative. This is not vulnerability. This is so toxic. So people should be thinking twice before doing a Facebook live video, because what's on the internet, it is out there for fucking ever. You want to try to get a job after this? What are you going to do? Private all of your fucking social media content? You're going to be living in fear? How do you deal with this? Who do you talk to about this? Your fucking therapist might be in a multi-level marketing company, and you have to educate them now too about cults And fuckers like Ray. Holy fuck. This is why the anti-MLM movement is so important. I'm in fine form today.
Yes. No, there are people with less knowledge than you that took action anyway. So get in that habit. Get in that habit. All right. Talked about overthinking the Bruce Lee glass. Now I realize some of you may have heard this, but I know some of you haven't. I was very, very impressed with many of you because I addressed it, because I said, hey, maybe you should forget what you think you know and instead look at your results. Many of you,
maybe you should forget what you know and look at your results. This is how I totally forgot this. Man, this is dark shit. So, I mean, you just break it down. You can never, no objection, anything that any concerns that you have, legitimate concerns, any feelings of discomfort of going against what Ray teaches is like, well, look at your results. Are you a millionaire? Well, then you're always wrong. You can't point out anything. You could be falling off a cliff and saying, I'm falling off a cliff. And he'd be like, who has more money, me or you? And you'd be like, you do. And he'd be like, well, then you're not falling off a cliff, as you like splatter on the ground below. This is all about control. Shit, I forgot about this one. This is day 2 for this particular 14-day challenge, but this was like the similar training would be the day 4 equivalency for the June 2019. So the next video I do will be day 5 of June 2019. I'm going to be confusing you as much as fucking Ray pretty soon. I learned from the best.
threw caution to the wind and just did the action step, even though it was maybe a little bit against your comfort zone. Okay. Fantastic. We got another story like that for you. So this, and I'm not going to get the entire story correctly, but you'll get the concept. Okay. So Bruce Lee, many of you are aware of Bruce Lee, amazing martial artist, rest in peace. And he was known as just one of the baddest dudes on the planet, right? He was just unbelievable. And he's got some great quotes out there. He's got great philosophy, just amazing. And so there's a story of how a super
like he had to like give this preamble, this introduction of who Bruce Lee was. You could just say, here's the story about Bruce Lee, but he just fucking drones on. This is how he runs his fucking cult. I know that this is hard to believe, but this is what it fucking looks like. This is what most of and he did this in Inner Circle coaching. He did this on his Facebook page. He did this on his personal Facebook. He did it on Instagram. All of us, we just are fucking watching him for hours. And we think that we're learning stuff. This is the level of delusion that you're dealing with. This is why when you see someone say, I said over 99% of people have to lose in order for this business model to work. Endless chain recruitment. Can you not see that it's not about your products? They're telling you right away that you don't need to know anything about the business. You don't even have to try the products. Just start recruiting right away. This is a problem, but these facts, they can't get through this level of shit. This is fucking next level. So I'm hoping this gives you an idea of why it's like the long game with your friends and family of being there, getting those books from Stephen Hassan, Combating Cult Mind Control, Freedom of Mind. This is what you can do to help either your friends and family, if they get sucked in like me. It didn't take long. I had people tell me, friends and family tell me right away, like, this is a pyramid scheme. And I was defensive from the beginning because it doesn't take long to get sucked into a cult. My allegiance switched like a light switch. It was just like, this is my new home. And then in addition to that, I got into RankMakers. So hours of this fucking guy.
Accomplished.
Shit. Gotta pull this up here.
amazing, just unbelievable martial artists sought out Bruce and said, hey, I want you to train me. And I'm this black belt, I'm that black belt, I'm this, whatever, and all these credentials, all these amazing accolades, all these championships that he had won, all of these different things.
All this is going to be is just another story to be like, this is why you need to listen to me. I tell you something and you have to do it exactly. Because you don't know anything. You need to dump out all that knowledge. You need to empty your mind. And he's using a Bruce Lee story to bolster this.
And, Bruce Lee said, he goes, well, if you want me to train you, you're going to have to empty your glass. And he's like, what do you mean? And he said, well, right now your glass is full. Because
I'll bet you Bruce Lee wasn't a fucking cock about it. How many fucking world champions have you made? I bet you got a 99.7% loss rate. How many people have you trained or coached that are speaking out against you quite fucking vocally?
Because you have so much knowledge and so many championship belts and, here we go. Here's my prop.
In Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and also comments. Lots and lots of RankMakers comments. Lots. People that were in Inner Circle. People that were coaches. There's so many people that are speaking out. You've lost track. We're all over the place. We're reproducing faster than rabbits.
Right. So right now your glass is full. Okay. You've studied, and I'll give you some different analogies. You've studied under, this trainer, and you've done this training, and you've been to a T. Harv Eker event, and you've been to Tony Robbins, and you watched something on Netflix once upon a time. You read a magazine one time. You got a buddy that's good at marketing. You got blah, 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 blah. Right. And so some of you, your cup is very full, and I'm trying to teach you a different way to think about marketing, and I can't because it's already full.
God, he's telling the truth. This is what he wants you to do. And this is what many of us did. We just dumped it all out and just accepted what he said. But we're still there. We still have those moments of critical thinking. And I wanted to tell you this too. Janja Lalich talks about, there's like a shelf on the back of your mind. This is like a metaphor of the different things that are that stick out to you, contradictions, things that you notice while you're in a cult, and they add up. They go on this shelf in your mind, and then at some point the shelf breaks. But this is what it kind of felt like that, but this is what it really felt like for me, was that as I started to wake up, it felt like I was on like a roller coaster, like a whoosh. It's like there was an accelerated awareness and this exponential explosion of understanding. And it got faster and faster and faster. I started to, so it's not one or the other. It's like there was all these things that stacked up over time. But there came a point where I remember I was watching Lula Rich documentary. And then I started to listen to Roberta Blevins' podcast, Life After MLM. And then I found Daniel Bolsters from Huns to Humans podcast. And then I started to go on, I was on Antimlm Reddit. This was all happening at the same time. And then I was going on to like Anti-MLM content on YouTube. And then I'm just like, I couldn't take in enough information. And then I ordered Stephen Hassan's books and Robert Fitzpatrick's book, the one book I've got, Ponzi-nomics. And it was like, I'm taking in this information, but my understanding is growing and my awareness is growing. And like this brick wall that was in my mind, it's starting to kind of like, not really dissolve, kind of lift a little bit. But it was like a rush, like of things getting faster and faster and faster, cascading. That's what it was like for me. And so I don't know, maybe other people have experienced that too, but I wanted to give more words and language to my experience in case it helps, in case it helps someone out there.
Nothing else can go in here. And so Bruce Lee's analogy was you need to empty the glass. If you want me to pour my knowledge into you, then you need to get rid of all this stuff.
Pour the juice in. Holy fuck.
Okay. You need to get rid of all this stuff. And, that doesn't mean that all of it's worthless or all whatever, but I'm encouraging you, it's only 14 days. It's only 14 days. And what if you could start looking at the world
It's only a 14-day intense immersive experience.
little differently, especially the world of marketing, which we will dive deep in today. And so I wanted to share that.
What could possibly happen in a 14-day intensive experience? Personal development, mindset.
With you that some of you did empty your glass yesterday. Congratulations. That's awesome. And some of you still haven't, right? You already know it. And I've met many a person that they're like, yeah, I got all your mindset stuff. I'm like, do you? Because your results don't show.
What a fucking asshole. That stupid little giggle. Your results don't show. Your mindset is not good because your mindset is only good if you're a millionaire. That's the only way Ray measures success. And all of us in RankMakers believed it too. Most of us anyway. Some people did get in and they got out right away. Good for you. I wish I saw what you saw. Why the hell it took me so long, I don't know. I'm making up for it now anyway. Your mindset, I'll show you how much work you need to work on your mindset because look at your bank account. That's equal. How much money you make equals how good of a person you are. Which oddly enough now is with fucking religion. With his version of Christianity. Now you're seeing more and more.
Zing. You only know what you've done. You only know what you've created. That's all you got. Not what you know. Who gives a rat's ass if you can answer all the questions on Jeopardy? It is not what you know.
Smug prick.
It's what have you done? What have you created?
What the fuck have you done apart from scam people? And it's like out of millions of dollars. I wrote a letter to, just for your information. I noticed Ray was bragging on his video about speaking to a youth haven institution. It's a facility that helps like foster kids, kids that have been abused and shit. And fucking Ray was speaking at their luncheon. So I wrote them a fucking email. I said, I'm a whistleblower of his group RankMakers. And here's a list of all the fucking videos and the interviews I've done. And here's the timestamp of the video that I watched on YouTube where he talks about this. It was done from Echo Tish. I think it was like 2510 if I remember. And I said, I gave them the heads up. So I'd like to see what they do because that information is out there now. Having someone who is a known does that. I gave them the links to Play to Win as well. All those episodes. He publicly fucking abuses people. You should fucking pour out your cup. Relearn how to be a human.
And so if you've, again, like yesterday, I said, if you've generated hundreds of thousands of leads, if you have, built marketing campaigns that made millions and millions of dollars, then fantastic. That's what you know. If you've studied about doing that, but never done it, you don't know it. Okay. And so I just want to help you out. Many of you are coming in here as blank slates, and that's amazing. Some of you you're holding on to some knowledge because you think a certain way. Now,
this is really fucking disturbing to me. I can't believe it. Like, I haven't seen this since 2019, and I'm really rattled seeing it. I knew it was bad. I know some of the other videos I've done, I was like, if you've watched any of them or some of the earlier ones, I'm like, oh, he wasn't this bad when I was in it. And then I'm like, no, that's something that's like I'm still not seeing it. And I'm like, fuck, he was like this. And now I know what he's doing. And it terrifies me now. Fuck.
I will tell you, I cannot dump all my marketing knowledge into today, right? I can't. So this is a process. This is a process. There are things that, and I'm taking you through the process, and I'm purposely not giving you all the information. I want you to take the action without all the information. So I want you to get in the habit. Okay. This isn't, I can't.
You can't make this shit up. Take it all in without having access to all the information. It's disturbing because it's no surprise why I stayed in so long when I was already deep in at this point, along with others, you know, with this kind of rhetoric we're just taking in. Fuck, this is dark.
Dump all my knowledge into you in one day or 2 days even. So we're going to be chipping away at the things that are holding you back to perfect it. There is one thing, there's a few things that I want you to get really good at, and we'll talk about that. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you the action step, but I would
I also want to say, so you can see where I've heard other people talk about like these high control groups, these leaders, they pull from universal truths. So this could be, I don't know if this story is even real about Bruce Lee and the glass, but it's a cool story. It makes sense. It has truth in it, but you can see how they take it and they use it to control you. Everything he does, it's so weird to me to see now. You don't feel good around this man. He beats the living fuck out of you, just down, like figuratively speaking. He just beats down your self-esteem and points out how everything that you're doing is holding you back. Look at your bank account. He'll always win because he'll just say, I've got more money than you. That means your mindset is bad. It means you're self-sabotaging yourself. I can't believe how hard he goes all the time at making people feel terrible about themselves. And I noticed when I was within 100K inner circle coaching that I felt I didn't see it. I felt like, wow, this is who he really is. Like he feels so comfortable when you get closer, like, you know, there's the circle is diminishing, you know, RankMakers, he seems, you know, really nice and kind. He wasn't even in there, but it felt like that. And then at 100K inner circle, it's like he's more real. That's how I interpreted it. And then I'm seeing him even do this in this other smaller group, this 14-day challenge. It's just like the dick unleashed. God help his new fucking Christian followers that are getting manipulated by this guy. Now with him quoting verses and proverbs and freely reinterpreting them, using RankMakers and 14-day challenge and 100K inner circle coaching that anybody that has left RankMakers can pick out, be like, oh, that's one. That's that training. Unless the ones that are still fucking caught up in the cult, and they've now, if you point that out to them, they get fucking threatened because they're like, you're attacking my Christianity. And it's like, no, I'm pointing out that this man's a fucking predator. And he's using your religion against you. And you can't fucking critically think. You've poured out your cup, just like he wanted you to do. This is happening in fucking 2023.
I will tell you, I would suggest you stick around for the training, because the training will probably give you a better action step. However, I know some people are like, what's the action step? What's the action step? Because why? Because your glass is full, right? You know, I know how to do a Facebook Live. I'm going to go do it. So what's the action step? Got it. Full glass.
He just works so hard. This is so crazy to me to see him insulting people this whole time. Look at this. We're at, I can't see this. This is too small. This is an hour video, 17 minutes in, and he's just like berating everyone. And we would take this as really good training. I thought this was excellent coaching. I was riveted listening to him, along with many others. You can believe that. Thousands of us over the years.
Glass, right? Just do hashtag full glass, right? And so I would encourage you, stick around, because this is where the meat comes in. Okay. I want to get you into action. I want to give you the action step, but here we go. So
it's like the fucking meat in the juice. Like, what the fuck?
Your action step, without knowing everything, without being ready, right? I know you're not ready, and I know you don't know everything. I want you to do a Facebook Live, and I want you to do it around some kind of topic that would be helpful to someone else. The training will help you. But I'm going to give you, and these will become your core steps and infrastructure.
Oh, come on.
right?
Now we know this. We're on day 4. So this says day 2, but if you've been like following along with my videos, this is now day 4. So by now you must know the format is intro, question, content, call to action. And then you have the CTA delay. Now remember that. If you don't know that, you need to pour out your glass because you think you know it all. Just to recap.
So this infrastructure, although we may dig in some, right? We may dig in some. Are we at minute 44? Have I been going for 44 minutes? I don't think I have. No.
He can't even believe how much he's blabbed on. Fuck. That's awesome. He can't fucking believe it. Have I really been talking this much? Like, you've outdone yourself. Can you fucking believe it?
What are you talking about? And so this infrastructure, although we will pick apart and we will be tweaking this entire 14 days, it's pretty much going to be the same. All right. So number 1, engage.
Oh, fuck. I fucked up.
Okay.
Maybe you caught me out. So you got to pre-engage. But you know, that was June 2019, but he calls it engage now. Engage with 5 to 6 people beforehand and then do it. And then do the intro, question, content, call to action. And then the CTA delay.
Okay.
Make sure you hashtag 14-day challenge.
Now, what I mean by that is before you go live, I want you to spend a good, if you can, a good 5 minutes, okay? A good 5 minutes engaging with other people's Facebook, okay?
On the Facebook.
Now, funny thing about engagement is a lot of people, they say, you know, man, I sure wish I got more engagement, but they don't engage with anyone.
Like, he literally can't teach or coach without making disparaging comments and mocking other people. I don't think he knows how to actually do anything with like positive reinforcement. Everything is fucking negative. He is the most fucking negative person I think I've ever fucking known or interacted with or whatever the fuck I was part of. Dude is fucking negative.
Right? You attract who you are, not what you want. And so
this is something that he would say all the time. I forgot about this too. You attract who you are, not what you want. If you have anything bad happen in your life, it's because you are fundamentally broken. You need to work on your mindset. You have limiting beliefs and you are self-sabotaging yourself. This is so fucking gross. You can see why there's so many people that are fucked up being in this group, being in the multi-level marketing industry. Because we take this in. These trainings that he does, it's like more intense in this 14-day challenge because we're doing even more work and even more training. So you're getting less sleep, you know? But these trainings, this is the same stuff that he would do in RankMakers. So we heard this every day for years on end. How the fuck, like, you know, I don't know how the fuck I stayed in there for that long. I really don't. I fucking did. There's other people that are still in there. I hope, God, I got to believe they're going to get out one day.
I want you to kind of prime the algorithm pump here, prime it by engaging. And so I'm going to give you a couple suggestions, okay? And we'll go deeper on this kind of stuff later on. But
like, is it just me or is there like overtly sexual, like there's these sexual overtones in everything? I like to fuck around. But this is fucking weird. You know, the juice, like fuck the meat, the fucking like the thong. I mean, we're working up into the fucking thong. Wait till you see. This is fucking weird. I have to ask because I still have a tendency to like question reality.
let me just show you some things. So I'm on an iPhone, right? And so might I go, this is one of our TEC clients, Jana, right? So I'm going to do a little heart. I'm going to go to the next person. Okay, next person. There's my good friend.
He's showing how to go on to somebody's stories and heart it.
Okay. All right. I like that article. See, I can't like articles if girls are like scantily clad or something like that. Like I just don't, I'm not going to do that.
No, but you certainly like to talk about them in your marketing thong training. Fuck, this is fucking weird. This was 2019. This is so weird looking back at this. If you're an ex-RankMaker, this is probably making you fucking uncomfortable too. I think it's only going to get worse. What the fuck were we part of?
Okay, another one of our TEC clients, Jennifer. And there's Denise. What's up? Dropping some hearts. I'm not paying. There's Nicola, one of our coaching graduates. She's amazing. I'm not.
Scammers on top of more fucking scammers. The ones that know what they're doing. A lot of these TEC clients, they know. They go on to found other pyramid schemes.
There's Molly, who I believe is in here. Celery juice. Boom. Killing it. All right. So I'm going to do, Oprah. Why wouldn't you? There's another coaching graduate, MTP, Maggie Fan. Okay. There's Lisa, one of our RankMakers. Okay. So notice I'm not, there's my man Stanley. I'm not spending a ton of time watching. Like I don't spend a million hours a day.
No, a million hours a day. You're not spending any time at all, because the only point of him and then us, like him coaching us to interact with anybody's social media content, is to just prime the pump so then you can get more eyeballs on your video. It's not to make authentic connections and to just hang out and be social on social media. It's all manipulative. It's all strategic. Your friend in multi-level marketing that's liking your post doesn't give a fuck. They want you to ultimately buy your product or be recruited by you, even if they pretend that they don't. And if you do buy it from someone else, they'll be so hurt. They might not ever let you know, but they'll be like devastated that you purchased from someone else. Especially if your friend is in RankMakers, everything that they do is just geared towards getting you into their multi-level marketing company or somebody that you know. This is why a lot of people end up blocking people in multi-level marketing, because some of us too will go into your friends list. Look, if we're friends with you, then all your fucking friends are game on too. You don't even know it. We'll go in and we'll start messaging all your friends just because we have a mutual, just because we're connected. That's what happens.
Watching videos and all that different stuff, unless it's on purpose. Like if I purposely want to watch a video, I'm going to watch the video. Okay. I might go through, there's Julie, one of our champions from 14-Day Challenge. So I might.
Oh my fucking God, that's me. I can't even fucking believe it. I had no fucking idea. I did win a lot of these fucking contests though. There's a really good guarantee that, because he would always fucking talk about it. Holy fuck, that is fucking wild. Oh shit.
Emoji, right? Little emoji there with some music. There's Rebecca crushing out a 14-day challenge and people saying they're proud of her. Kapow.
How the fucking tables have turned. Oh my God. Here we are, 2023, and this was January 2019.
Oh, there's another 14-day challenge, right? And so notice I'm not spending a ton of time. I mean, if it's some kind of like hate speech or scantily clad woman, I got to skip those, right? I just scroll right past.
I'm sure he skips by those scantily clad women really fast. Doesn't look at those. It's just like the equivalent of hate speech. He doesn't linger at all on the scantily clad women of Facebook.
I don't want to be disrespectful, right? Here's my man Curran, one of our TEC clients. Yo, bam, right? I'm not watching. They're making it happen.
So this is a thing. It's all fake. It's just, I'm just going online and I'm just like hearting everything. So you could be like thinking, oh, they really liked my content. He didn't even look at it. This is just empty. Meaningless.
Happen. He's got his own custom hashtag there, Sean 14-day challenge, right? That's funny. So, bada bing. Okay. And another one that I have found very useful is nailing out some direct messages. And so,
you thought sending us spamming you on social media and like sending you these cold messages from or somebody that you went to high school with, they send you a message, they reach out to you, you thought that was bad? You thought us doing like, buy my new makeup, my mascara, it's so like makes my eyelashes so long, I just love it, or I'm selling Scentsy, I need to make this extra money to fix my furnace, you thought that was bad? Look at this shit that we are taught to do, just to go in and now like love your posts. We don't even know what we're doing. We're just like, oh, you're not scantily clad and there's no hate speech, therefore it's game on. Just bang it out. You don't even have to look at a video. I don't look at a video unless I'm purposefully looking at a video. You don't even know what the fuck you're up against when you're dealing with a rank maker. It's so bad.
Nope. Miss you guys, right? So this you obviously got to read, but you know,
you actually have to put time in to actually read.
I answered that too quickly, but I have found that hitting up some quick direct messages makes a lot of sense. And I won't get too much more complex on that, but I wonder
if he does this now with his Christian stuff, if he's like priming the pump on Facebook, he's like going out there, like sending messages. It's like, praise be, like, amen. Fuck. I wonder if he does this. I bet he does.
Engage, you know, like 5 minutes if you can. And that might be 20 plus engagements. Now, I've seen overthinkers. This cracks me. It really cracks me up. I mean, how long was that, guys? How long did that take?
Because you're making inauthentic comments and connections. It could take no time at all if you have no fucking heart and no soul. 20 people to do that to in 5 minutes. Just scroll through and it's like, just to randomly do it. I totally fucking forgot about this. Wow. I did this. I tried, but it would take me longer. I wouldn't go 20 times because I had to fucking say something to people. Like it had to mean something. But then because I was making excuses, I was overthinking, I was beating myself up because I wasn't moving fast enough. And I probably am not alone in that experience. And there's a reason why I felt so reluctant to do this, because it's horrible. You're just not looking at people as people at all. Just as a means to an end.
Minute, 2 minutes, right? I've had people say, oh God, oh man, I've been engaged.
Never mind. He got in, like what he did when he got into Numis, his 11th or 12th multi-level marketing company, he didn't do any of this shit on social media. All of this is unproven, even though he'll say proven strategies. All of this he didn't do. He got in at pre-launch to Numis. He wasn't engaging with people. He wasn't doing Facebook live videos using this formula. He did none of this shit. This is all pulled right out of his asshole. And he makes it like sound legitimate. Like, well, we've helped so many people. All these people. Holy fuck.
In the last 30 minutes, it's like, it's a little much. It's a little much. You're overthinking it. Like they'll study. Let me make sure I really like this post. Did I watch any of those videos? I didn't watch any of them.
No, because you're fake as fuck. Thank you for admitting that. It's only taken me like 4 fucking years to like make a piece of content on this, but here we go. It didn't take you any time at all. You didn't have to watch any videos. You didn't have to make any authentic connections because you don't give a fuck. Because everybody's just a fucking like a cash fucking juice bag to squeeze out and pour in your fucking mug and then drink her up. Don't look at the fucking scantily clad women on Facebook though.
Okay. So number 1, engage. Okay.
Holy fuck.
Number 2, and this is where you're going to live. Now you're going to understand the format. Okay, so we have a 4-step format.
Okay, come on. You know this. Intro, question, content, call to action. You can hit this out. Don't overthink it, you guys. Oh, shit. Oh. And the CTA delay, unless what's going on here now? Oh, engage.
Okay. So
the engage afterwards too, but he didn't do the CTA delay.
Oh, intro, question, content, call to action. Now we will get more into titles. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about titles right now.
We got that covered on, I think it was day 3. I think that.
But your action step today is to execute this infrastructure to do a Facebook Live that is information based. So it could be.
So you know what I'm wondering? I'm missing more of those 14-day challenge videos, I think. Because this was January 2019. And if he's already referencing me being one of these champion things, that means there was these fucking ones in 2018. My timeline, it's weird. Like, when you leave a high control group, like you're like trying to match up what happened with the fucking dates. And it's like, you can't even look at numbers. Or I couldn't look at numbers or emails. I'm like, I can't do it. Then I start to like look, I'm like, oh, this happened on this date. I thought it was this date, but I don't have access to those ones. I wonder how many there was. Maybe I did do 9 then. I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder where that fucking training went.
3 tips on losing weight. 4 ways to gain muscle in the gym. 3 ways to look prettier. 4 tips to improve your hair. Could be all kinds of things. Now, I'm not going to cover, I purposely don't want you to have all the information that you feel that you need. And probably tomorrow, we're going to talk more about content and where to find ideas and that sort of stuff. But I need to cover some infrastructure stuff with you first. Okay. So intro. Hi, my name is. Now this, I do not try to position yourself as special or credible. So
I know that you've heard this training already too many times. So there's like day 1, day 2, day 3. This is day 4, like in substitution of the actual day 4 of June because it's gone. I know I said this too fucking much. I don't need to repeat myself, but what can I say? I was trained by this fucker. I'm unpacking my fucking experience. He hasn't gotten to the buy cycle and the marketing thong yet. He's still banging on about the infrastructure. I want to fast forward it, but I want to, but I think it's important to have this, to have the full experience. If you're like, I wonder what it was like to be in this fucking cult, this is your chance. Ready or not?
Hello, Ray Higdon here, 2-time best-selling author and Crown Double Diamond. No. Hi, my name is.
Best-selling author. Only RankMakers purchased his books. And then he told us all to go on to Amazon and leave him 5-star reviews.
Question. This, I want you to think of like a hook. Okay, I always do a terrible job of drawing anything, but that's a hook, right? I want you to see it as a hook. All right.
I told you.
Start thinking that everyone on Facebook isn't.
But if you've seen the previous videos, you know that that's what he does, and all of them are the same.
They're just waiting for you to go live and say, "Ooh, I wonder when Carolyn's going to go live, man," because I got nothing better to do. Let's just see. Okay, no, let's assume they're extremely busy. Okay, extremely busy. And so, Aaron, don't worry so much about its connection to your product, your business, or whatever. And by the way, there is nothing throughout the entire 14-day challenge that I'm going to tell you to publicly name your company or publicly name your product.
Only publicly name me, the 14-day challenge, and RankMakers. That's legit. But do not mention your product or your company name. I mean, that just makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Empty out your cup. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
We will talk about that in today's training, because I know some of you are like, well, how do I sell something I don't name? Believe me, you can. All right, and we'll show you how. Okay, so intro.
I wonder how he sells his shit without anybody naming RankMakers or 14-day challenge or hash or the new 1K challenge or goal guided power group or 100K inner circle coaching. No, they name it all the time. But this isn't about your network marketing business. This is all about creating more business for him. While we think that it's about actually helping us, he's fucking good at manipulating people. If if you're outside of this being like, well, I'm not in there, but you can, I hope you're getting like a kind of feel for like those of us that are in it already, how we stay in, and this, we make this make sense to us. It sounds reasonable. He's droning on and on, the repetition. It's just like, yeah, let's go. Got to do this video without thinking.
Question. So, and then the content, which is the fulfilling of the question, and then the call to action. This is the thing I want you to build that muscle. This is your moneymaker. This is the big deal. Okay. And then I gotta go down here, make sure I put this in. Okay. All right. This is your moneymaker. This is so important. And many people, they do a Facebook Live, did a Facebook Live, but they didn't do any kind of call to action. So probably nothing's going to happen. Congrats. This is so important for you. It's so important for you to pound this, man. And so it does not have to be educational about the product.
This fucking video, I'm currently speechless.
That you sell because people don't actually want that product. I'm just letting you know. We'll explain in a minute.
They do actually want that product. Like, I want to buy a coffee mug. I want to know the coffee mug. I want to know where it's made. I want to know if it's locally made. What I want to know. I don't want to have it so shrouded in secrecy that I need to reach out to the individual to find out more information about it. I want to just go onto Amazon and click it and buy it. That's what I want to do. But it's all about deception. Oh my God, this is wild to watch this now.
Bear with me, okay? Hook. You know what a hook does? All right, okay? A hook is something that stops someone in their tracks and makes them pay attention. A hook is something that people are scrolling and they're like, how to lose weight, how to get rid of my love handles, how to improve my strength, a meal plan. Whoa. So it's hooking them to get their eyeballs on your Facebook.
You're going to probably watch this and be like, I need to deprogram after watching this video.
Live. That's what a hook is, all right? You're hooking them, all right? And so pretend like they're...
I think that I'd like to have a little bit more detail about what a hook is. I think I missed it. Did you? I think we need another explanation of that. Maybe he'll tell us more about the hook.
Chasing kids, pretend like they're busy as hell, pretend they're running off to a dentist appointment, and this is what you want to do. Now, I see the questions rolling in because they're like, oh shit, he's answering questions. Ooh-wee. Woo.
See? Fucker swears. Can hide. He tries to hide from his past, but it has this tendency of like creeping forward, much like the truth does.
What do you do if you haven't shaved? Well, what do you do if you don't have the right makeup? Well, what do you do if... Okay, I want you to do this without that information. Whatever question you have, I want you to move forward with it. The only groundwork that I'm laying, don't mention the company. Don't mention the product.
You know, if this was a real way to help people, you could say this without the constant need to beat people down and speak to them so condescendingly. This is exhausting. I think it helps to explain a lot of the exhaustion so many of us experience too, without realizing that we're being spoken to this way on a daily basis. You can imagine what his coaches had to deal with. Having to take direction from this fucker. It's exhausting. Even when you don't know that you're being spoken down to, you're feeling the exhaustion, you know. He's choosing to do it this way. This is what you have to do. If you're going to scam people, you're going to knowingly hurt them. This is what it looks like. If you're genuinely trying to help people, you wouldn't talk to them this way. They would feel better about themselves when they left. They wouldn't be needing to feel stupid. They would feel empowered. They would be questioning, and they would be challenging, and they would be even collaborating, giving new ideas. But it's not about that, is it? It's just about control.
That's all I'm saying. Follow this format. Come up with a topic that is educational. Now, some of you will fail at this, but the training may help. It may help. I want you to move forward without your questions answered. And if I can get you to do that, you will be unstoppable. You will be a juggernaut. You will no longer be an overthinking, sitting in overthinking anonymous. You will be able to overcome any mountain you ever encounter. All right. And so,
how weird is that?
Engage, 5 minutes, intro. Hi, my name is, that's it. Today, we're talking about.
How weird is that he's applied that to his Christianity thing too? Just go without thinking, just go, you know? And encourage all his followers to do the same thing.
Out how to lose some weight, how to have creamier skin, glittery hair, how to, what's another one? How to save, here's some travel tips for you. For those of you who like to travel, it doesn't have to pertain about your product or business or anything like that, but it does need to be educational. Is it educational? Will someone learn something whether they buy or not? Very important question. Very important question. Now, to keep it simple,
because this is keeping it extremely simple. Is it any wonder that people don't know what the fuck they're doing? Like, he has gone on now. He's still fucking going on. He hasn't even talked about the thong yet, which is supposed to be the title of this 28 minutes. I really hope that it's a good one because it is worth it. Every time. This fucking thing was one of those things that had enough weight on the shelf in the back of my mind. Every time he did this, I'm like, this is fucking weird. So I'm really curious to see it now after so much time has elapsed.
We'll get deeper on this stuff, okay? To keep it simple, this call to action is just more tips like the same. So if you give 3 tips on how to improve your credit score, give, hey guys, I got 10 more tips. If it's 3 tips on losing weight, hey, I got 10 more tips on losing weight. If it's 3 fruits to avoid, it's 10 more foods to avoid if you're wanting to lose weight, okay? And so, y'all are loving your questions. And loving your questions.
It's amazing that people are asking questions. He's got a lot of work to do to school these motherfuckers to stop asking questions. This is not a place to ask questions. This is a place to take orders.
The question is educational in nature, all right? And move forward, because I ain't going to answer your questions on this one, just so you know.
He thinks that's showing up powerfully. He looks like just a fucking goof. Oh,
I love it. And so during this, actually, you know what? I'm not going to cover this part, but afterwards, anyone, if you were blessed and highly favored and someone actually commented on your live, which is amazing, I want you to love their comment and respond to it. And the response could be, thanks for commenting. It could be, hey, way to go. Okay, whatever. Now,
another thing that I see now is that he's so critical of everyone and makes you feel so stupid that even you are constantly second guessing yourself. So then it's almost like this self-fulfilling prophecy or some kind of thing where you're like, well, should I even respond to the comment? And he's like, how stupid can you be? The whole point of this is to get engagement. I want you to love the comment and I want you to write something on there. Don't overthink it. But you're made to feel so stupid that then you need to be you need to have these detailed, obvious instructions from him, which make you feel even more stupid because it's so obvious, which then leads you to doubt yourself even more. And then be afraid of doing the wrong thing because you don't want to be mocked and appear so stupid. So which then feeds into him speaking to you even worse and worse. And this is what he just does with this group of people. I don't know how many people were in this challenge. That one from June 2019 said there was 3,300 people registered into that. So 3,300 people in that group. Say they spent $17. I think some of them probably paid more than that, but let's see how much money he made for the June one, maybe. $3,300 or 3,300 people times $17 is $56,100. Holy shit. Wonder how much he made with this.
In your call to action, let's cover that. In the call to action, similar to yesterday, which some of you listened to, some of you didn't. It's okay. I want you to say, hey, if you want more tips around this, whatever that was, doing your hair better, putting on makeup, losing weight, eating more healthy, achieving your business goals, whatever, right? Whatever. Then give them more tips like that and say, hey, if you'd like more tips around this, feel free to message me. Did I say comment? Did I say drop a 1 or drop a deuce? Right? Some people are like, drop a 2.
Oh, well, you say that now, though, which is funny. Should like take your own training. Drop a 1.
I'm like, that sounds a little weird. Okay. Sounds a little weird.
That sounds a little weird, but squeezing the juice doesn't sound weird. Pounding the fucking meat. What the fuck? That doesn't sound fucking weird. Are you kidding me? Drop a deuce is the least of your problems.
And so have it pertain to this. Very simple. Now I'm going to show you magically in the 14-day challenge, I'm going to show you how to have a CTA that has nothing the hell to do with the question, which you're what? What are you talking about? We did it last time. We'll do it again, right? So I'm going to show you how to transition. This is a transition part that we will not talk about today because
we did this in I think it was day 3. It was having nothing to do with coffee mugs. I just lost 10 pounds in 7 days. If you want my tips, just send me a DM with the number 10 in it. I'll get that PDF to you right away.
Keeping it very simple. Okay. And so call to action. Hey, if you like these, drop me a comment. And if you would like more information, I got 10 more tips for you, where do you find these things? There's this little known site. What's it called? Google. Okay. You can Google any tips you ever.
He talks to people so condescendingly. Where do you find these tips? Onto Google. He can't just help someone. He works so hard at making everyone feel like shit about themselves. And we're watching this. So this becomes normal. This is what we think is normal. Grown fucking adults. We think this is normal. That would never have accepted this in our lives before. But because we get in through the door of multi-level marketing, and then you get this kind of shit happen.
If you want 500 tips around weight loss, you can find it. 500 tips around makeup or shampoo or fruits to avoid or meal plans or exercise programs or blah, 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 right? Or business goal setting or anything like that, all right? And so do the call to action, tell them to message you because
You know what's so fucking weird too is that we live in a time and age now where this guy thinks that he's like this businessman. He's like probably got off this video. I'm like, I'm so fucking jacked up. I just dropped some value. It's like, no, you didn't. This is a fucking joke.
I want you to get into that habit. Message is more intimate. It's it's a more powerful way to get people to reach out than just drop a comment. All right. I'm loving all the questions popping up. And so then you go back, you engage with any comments you did get. Now, what if you didn't get any comments? Well, then there's no one to engage with, right? No one to engage with. Don't worry about it. CTA delay. The people that do reach out to you, the people that do.
What's so funny is that what he's bitching about right now of get people asking him comment or asking him questions is like, you want that engagement to happen on your live videos. If you're in network marketing, and even if you're doing a live video, you want to have the engagement. You're talking with your community. He doesn't want to be questioned because this has nothing to do with growing your network marketing business. It's just all this has to do is like just to show you how desperate you are in need of purchasing more coaching from him. That's what this is all about. That's the true purpose of the 14-day challenge.
To reach out to you, I want you to do the CTA delay. All right. So
I want you to lie. L-I-E. I want you to be at your computer and then just step away from your computer. I see the questions coming in. He's like so fucking mad. That's what he's teaching you to do, the lie. When I'm back in front of my computer, I'll send off what I promised I would if you reached out to me, because all of this is fake. I engaged with 20 people, not because I wanted to, but because I have to, because I was taught this by Ray. Just don't spend time on it. Don't even watch the videos. Just drop things and shoot some shit off. Just, it's meaningless because you don't really give a fuck. You just want them to prime the pump of the algorithm. And then when somebody does reach out to you after you've done this Facebook Live video, now I'm going to tell you how to deceive again.
in the CTA delay, that's, hey, I'm more than happy to cover your question. Or I'm more than happy to send you the 10 more tips when I'm back in front of my computer, but I'm just curious, do you blank? And it could be as generic as, hey, have you ever considered making money from home? Have you ever considered making money from social media? Okay.
He never did any of this stuff, by the way. So he's teaching this. He never did this. He just thought, this is what you do. I can make good money selling this, more than when I was in Numis and when it joined into World Ventures or whatever. And then we slipped from being 7-figure income earners to 6-figure income earners in this. And then you decided to retire from network marketing and become a coach instead. We can have $1 million weekends selling this shit that you never even did. And it's unproven. It just keeps everybody busy. And the way to keep people buying is to beat them down. Just mentally, just be a fucking asshole.
It can be any question that you want. All right. And so.
And you know what breaks my heart is that there are so many good people involved in network marketing, multi-level marketing, people that really love their products, and they get so excited. And then they get sucked into something like this, like with fucking Ray. You know how this beats people up? People that have left RankMakers, their mental health has suffered so much because of this guy, you know? Fortunately, like with the anti-MLM movement, people are taking in different content. They realize they're not alone. They realize it's okay to get help, you know? Especially if you've been involved in RankMakers for any length of time and you, like if you were in, I mean, please consider seeking therapy. This is not fucking normal behavior. This is fucking horrible. It's not in your head. It is fucking wrong.
Yeah, write that down, Amber. You got it? Good, 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 good. And so this is your action step. Now on this, let's stick to it. I kind of went back and forth on this. Some of you said, what's a hashtag? How do I use it? So it's just in the title. It's just in the title. And watch your titles, okay? This should pertain to your title. I saw some of you that just said hashtag 14-day challenge. Hey guys, 14-day challenge in the house.
It's exhausting hearing him berate so many people. I saw some of you are going to fail. Some of you are going to ask questions. I saw some of you, like, he cannot fucking stop insulting people. Holy shit. It must be exhausting to be in his brain. He's always so fucking angry and judgmental. And he makes everybody else feel like we're angry and judgmental, and he has the course to fix it. The fucking irony. It's such a mind fuck.
No. Let's assume people are absolutely freak out busy. They are busy as hell. They're scrolling. Everything's on mute, but your title grabs them by the eyeballs, pulls it out of their head, right? Pulls it out of their head, and they say, holy shit, I got to watch this. I have to watch this, Okay. And so your title should be tied to the question. So if the question is, and let me just give you an example. Hit me real quick. I'm going to pick one. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Don't worry about how long. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what time. Don't worry about what color shirt. Don't worry about any of that shit. All right. We got to get you into action. So stop. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about how long. Don't worry about any of those things. We got to get you into action. We'll get into this later on, but hit me with what's a topic you would love to talk about. Don't care what it is. I'm gonna pick one real quick.
Fuck, he's like to hear his pen. He's like, who the fuck are you mad at? He's fucking mad. Look at him. Oh my god. Just pick one. Pick, like, people are trying to fucking type in. He's like, it's like he's clicking his pen so fast. Holy fuck, he's gonna lose his shit. What the fuck? Why are you so mad?
Okay, aging backwards, Darlene. So this would be my life for today. Now keep in mind, I don't know anything about this topic. I'm not in a company, all right? And so I would engage. I would do my.
But you are now. Your wife is EXP Realty.
5 minutes of engaging. I would write the title. The title would be 4 unknown secrets to aging backwards. Question mark, weird emoji face, hashtag 14-day challenge.
So that's how easy it is. He just said he doesn't know anything about this, but he's already come up with a title. This is the level of deception that you're dealing with when you're dealing with a rank maker.
Okay. Your lives will never be effective if people don't unmute them. How many of y'all, be honest, how many of y'all, you're just kind of like, whatever.
That's you, Ray. You're the one that has no fucking, like, friends. You're just fucking doing this. Everything is for what is in it for me. You don't know how to be friends. People actually spend time and look at people's posts. That's why it's taking them so long, because they genuinely care about people. This is what happens when you have this, it's this organ, it's called a heart. It beats. You care about people. There's 2 other words you may need help with, empathy and compassion. Jesus Christ.
I want, when people scroll, that your title, if it applies to anything they're interested in, punches them right in the face and they say, well, wait a minute, hold on.
Like, you go on social media and you want to be punched in the face. You're like, I go on social media and I want to look at fucking cat videos and see my friend, like, their kid is graduated. I don't want to be punched in the face, but this aggression, this just gives you more insight into why we act the way we do.
Right? And so this would be, so let me say it again, 4 or 5, whatever I said, unknown secrets to aging backwards, hashtag 14-day challenge. I would engage first. I would post, hi, my name is Ray Higdon, and would you like to know 5 unknown secrets to aging backwards? Well, I'm going to give you.
Hi, my name is Ray Higdon. Would you like to know the way that you too can become a prophet? Well, lucky for you. Holy fuck. All you got to do is start a group on Facebook and start going live every day, and then just start reinterpreting the Bible however you want. Pull on a following that you already have, and call any criticism haters, demons, venomous, toxic bullies. Weaponize your followers and fucking bada bing, bada boom, you're good. Reach out to me if you want 5 more tips to how you can create more profits in your fucking life.
And you know what? Today I was actually reading a few articles on the Googles, and I found 5 really, really good tips. And one of them is this. One of them is this. Here's the third one. And the third one really surprised me. The fourth one is this, and the fifth one is this. And, you know, hey, which one did you like the most? Which one was beneficial to you? By the way, I actually found an additional 20 tips. 20 tips on reducing wrinkles, on aging backwards, on looking younger than you did last year. It's absolutely amazing. These 20 tips will blow your damn mind.
He's just making this up. So can you imagine? you watch this training. He's just pulled this out of his ass, and you're like, okay, you have to go on to Google and find these tips and make a list. You did not know this before you decided you're going to talk about this topic, and you're going to lie. These are going to blow your mind. These are absolutely amazing. It's all lying. You don't know if these tips are mind-blowing. You're just saying that because it sounds good, because all you want people to do is to reach out to you, because ultimately you want to get them into your multi-level marketing company. That's all this is about. Well, what it's really about is to make you so fucking mind fucked that you just keep buying more and more courses, more and more coaching from Ray. That's the real goal. But within multi-level marketing, this is why we do everything we do, is transactional or a potential transaction. Even being on social media, anybody that's reaching out to you, oh, I just want to run something by you, red flag. I recognize all the fucking scripts now.
If you would like to get those 20 tips absolutely free, feel free to private message me and I will happily send those over to you. You can use them, you can read them. I know you're going to like it. There's several of them that really kind of surprised me, but they actually made sense. And so feel free to reach out to me if you would like them. I'll send you the 20 tips. And
I did this. I thought this was so fucking amazing. He did too, because I won fucking prizes from him. And what did it get me? A bunch of fuck all.
Rock and roll. So some people may reach out to me and they say, yo, give me the tips, bro. I want to age backwards. All right. And so I'm going to do the CTA delay, and I'm going to say, totes cool. More than happy to send you the 20 tips when I'm in front of my computer, but I'm not currently. So, hey, listen, I'll send those to you when I'm right back at my computer. But I'm just curious, are you currently taking any supplements for anti-aging? Are you currently on a program or anything like that?
Because saying currently 3 times like that is totally normal. That's exactly what you would sound like to your friend. Hey, Joe, I'm not currently in front of my computer, but just curious, are you currently taking any supplements right now? Just curious, because that's exactly how we all talk. It doesn't look suspicious or weird at all.
Just curious. Okay. Now, if they never respond, I'm never going to send them the tips. To heck with them. But now I have a...
Even though you said you would give them the tips if they sent you a DM. But again, the deception and the outright lies that we're taught. I'm winkling my way out of this by saying, well, I'm not currently in front of my computer. I'm not lying. I'm not in front of my computer. See, I made it truthful. Just curious, Joe. Would you be open to keeping your are you open to keeping your options open when it comes to making some extra money online? He's not responding to me. Fuck you. You don't get any of my tips that I said I would give you if you did what I said. Because I want you to take action without thinking. Many of you overthink. I want you to just do what I say, whenever I say, and however I say it. And the goalposts will continually change. Even when I tell you to do something and you do it, it's not going to be enough. I want to continue to manipulate you until you get into my multi-level marketing company and get into RankMakers and give me more of your money to buy more coaching and courses and challenges. And it goes on and on and on.
A conversation. This is someone that I can follow up with. Okay. You getting it? Makes sense? All right. So quick review, then we're going to go into the actual training. You believe this? We're not even in the training yet.
Yeah, we can believe it. Anybody now that has come across my content and other amazing anti-MLM creators that are out there tackling you and RankMakers, we're all familiar. We're exhausted.
All right. Tracker, update this right away. 14-day tracker from the action step you did yesterday. Blah, 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 blah. This is your action step for today. This should make sense. You may want to take a picture of this, or you can rewind it on the replay. And let's go in, because
look at that look at that shit show. If you're not thoroughly confused after any of his fucking videos, he has failed as a coach. Look at that fucking thing. Oh my God.
All this. All right. So the title of today's training.
Oh, here we go. We've waited for it. It's happening. Oh, fuck. He's going to get so excited. Watch him. He loves to talk about the fucking woman's bum thong. Here we go.
I already do that. I don't like that.
Oh, fuck. He's so excited. He can't. He's got to draw it bigger.
The title of today's training is Marketing Bicycles and or Bicycles and Marketing Thongs.
Look at, oh, fuck. I'm so funny. Isn't that perplexing? I bet you this is quite shocking to you. Thong. What's a thong? Why would I call it a thong? This is exactly what's going on in his fucking mind.
Right? Sounds strange, doesn't it? And so I'm gonna draw
fucking cringe. Cringe! Get ready for the fucking cringe. This is what you've been waiting for. So what are we into now? 37 minutes in. If you've been patient, to this video, it's I'm fucking so long into this, but this is what it's like. Welcome to RankMakers. Welcome to the 14-day challenge.
Not thongs, right? But we're going to draw some funnels. Okay.
Like the care with which he does this, he's given this fucking thought. I can imagine him with his little fucking notebook, like drawing women's asses with these thongs. I can fucking picture it. You can fucking picture it. It's just so fucking weird.
These are not thongs. I realize that some of you think that they are thongs. All right, they're not thongs.
No, only you think that they are. That's why you keep saying it. Look at, he had to like tighten it up over there. See that? See this one on this? Like, oh fuck. The farthest one. Can you see on my cursor here? Here, this one. What happened here? This is kind of a, he had to like, he fixed that one.
All right. So the marketing bicycle, and this is probably the least understood thing by network marketers. It's probably the least. It's probably of any topic, at least that I can think of. This is probably the least understood thing in all of network marketing.
Here's the NLP. This is the most understood thing. It's probably one of the most, if not the most misunderstood thing in all of network marketing. Some of you may have heard about this before, but most of you, I can guarantee that this is the most understood thing about it. This is why he fucking goes on so long, because he has to say everything like 3 times minimum.
When it comes to marketing, at least. All right. So this is the bicycle. Okay. Not bicycle, bicycle. And there are now, how do most network marketers market? Okay. They do 2 things. They say what it is. Hello, I got this pewter mug for sale. Y'all should totally buy this. I have this amazing organization. Y'all should join it. So it does 2 things. One, it markets what it is, not what it does, number 1. And number 2, it assumes that they're actually ready to buy. Okay? So I'm going to encourage you to understand this marketing bicycle here. Okay? So there's, if we're being optimistic, about 1 to 2% of the marketplace is ever ready to buy anything. Okay. They're ever ready to buy.
All the people that go on to Amazon, just forget them. They're not ready to buy. They don't go on there to actually buy. Only 1 to 2% are actually ever ready to buy. When you see people go to like the grocery store or they're going to the gas station, they're 1 to 2%. They're just not ready to buy. They wouldn't actually go out to buy something. Bicycle, not bicycle. Fuck. Holy fuck.
So someone wakes up, Martha, I'm totally ready to join a network marketing company. I'm going to hop on Facebook real quick and look for one. Harold.
And you know what's funny is that this is true. Nobody does wake up wanting to join a multi-level marketing company. That's why they have to work so hard to prey on your vulnerabilities and to deceive you into them. But this, you can see how if you're already in and you're believing it, it's like, oh yes, ha ha ha, I'm going to use this humor. That's so funny. People aren't going to just sign up for a multi-level marketing company. They're not looking for it. It's like, how did I get into it? I can make it right. It's like, oh, well, for me, I just saw my friend post about it, so I trusted her. And then I bought this fucking shampoo and I liked it. And so then I started purchasing from her and then I fucking got sucked in. I didn't knowingly go out and search and sign up for it. There's the truth. And then there's the distortion.
Harold, I really need a solution for losing weight. I'm going to hop on Facebook and look to see what I can buy today.
Well, always the focus on losing weight with this guy too. It's fucking weird.
Very small percentage of people. Very small. But most marketing is geared toward that, especially from network marketers, because they don't understand this. Okay. Now,
thank God they've got you to help them out with that. Oh, in a business model that it's so easy, anybody can do it. You don't want to say that it's going to be easy. You got to make sure you tell them it's hard work. Oh, we know. Everybody fucking says that. I think they stopped saying that even when I got in 2017. Nobody was saying it was going to be easy. All you fuckers say the same thing. We fucking know. We all fucking know.
1% to 2% are every just ready to buy. They're just looking around. Now, some of you
just get to the fucking thong. That's what we want.
God, oh, cool. It's 1% to 2%. That's the wrong way to take it. That's the wrong way to take it. So the illustration of this.
There's only one more thing that makes me more uncomfortable than Ray like freaking out, and it's his laugh. It's not a fucking laugh. It's like what a grimace would sound like if it was a laugh. It's like it's a condescending laugh. It's like a fucking little imp underneath a fucking bridge. Like he talks about these trolls. Like he's the fucking troll. Like who the fuck's? It's not even an actual laugh. It's not a nervous laugh. It's a fucking mean little laugh, you know? It's fucking weird.
And this is even too generous here. Let's make this a little less generous, okay? So it's more like this, okay?
This is so fucking weird.
So this is the representation. So what this means is I got, buy, join, I guess that's fine. Just say buy or join. So this is marketing that says, buy my stuff, join my team, let's go. And so very few people ever express interest, okay?
No, they don't, because they don't want to join. Very few people want to join a multi-level marketing company. That's why you need to give it this illusion of marketing, but it's all about deceiving and lying to people in order to get them into the marketing thong funnel of the buy cycle of 1% to 2%. Holy fuck.
Very few. Okay. Now over here, there's this category of people that will never buy. They will never buy, right? And this might be 5%. Okay. So 5%.
Where does he get these numbers from? Your guess is as good as mine. It's just he utters them, and thou that doth art so. It just is. If you don't believe it, fuck you. You have to empty out your cup. Got to do what Bruce Lee told that amazing person that won all those championships. You got to pour out your cup. You dummy.
Percent of people just will never buy.
This makes me want to fucking drink again. Fuck.
No matter what you do, what you say, will never buy. And so, all that we're talking about over there is that You can't close everybody. You can't hook everybody. Okay. And so what is the difference here? So if we just round this up and say 2%, so what is this? 93% need more information. 93% may have the problems that your product, service, or opportunity solves, but they need more information. They're not ready to move forward. So another way to look at this, and I think we may, I don't really need to do one for never buy because that just doesn't actually make sense, but we can do this. So 93%, okay? And actually it's probably higher. It's probably 95%, but let's just say 93%. 93% of the marketplace, they need more information. They maybe have the problems that you guys could solve. And by the way, one thing you should recognize as a network marketer is there are more of them than us. Why do we cater to them? Why is it that, oh man, if only I could get them to understand. Well, they have problems with no solutions. Okay, they have problems with no solutions, and you have solutions. What do you have solutions to? You have solutions to time, to money, to benefits.
Multi-level marketers have the solution to time, money, and benefits. No, we don't. Over 99% of the 99% loss rate in the multi-level marketing industry. The statistics don't change. It doesn't matter what multi-level marketing company you're in. All this, how they have to work so hard to keep you in, when all it takes is try taking 3 days off social media. They will plant so much fear into you that if you even take a day off, you're going to be 6 months behind in their business. They only know how to use fear to control you. And they deploy it really well. And they use it under the guise of caring about you, your friends, your family that are outside of this are haters. They want to hold you back. You've outgrown these people around you. They want to keep you in this small little box. It's like this, everybody is an enemy that's outside of it. But just see if you can take 3 days off your business, go dark, turn your phone off. That's healthy. That should be unplugging from social media, just taking time off, and see what the fuck these guys do. They will plant so much fear into you because they need to keep this up in order to keep you in. They work so hard. They put so much time and money into keeping you in, giving them more money without you just saying, you know what, what's best for you? They know what's best for you, not you. Not listening to your instincts, not listening to your friends or your family, not asking your spouse if it's a good idea to invest more money in this. Everything is painted as like you should be listening to us instead. It's amazing how fast the fog starts to clear when you take time off.
Of your product, service, right? Community. You have all these benefits right at your fingertips. Can you help?
I think it's important to say too, like when I was in, I did say these things and I believed them even when they were untrue. It was not true, but I believed it. So when you say all these Huns are lying, we're lying, but we don't even believe we're lying. We don't even fucking see it. It's not about consciously bending, like how he's like the CTA delay. You know how obvious that is? It becomes like internalized, and we just do it all the time without thinking. And then when you wake up, or you're starting to wake up and you start to realize what you have done and been a part of, doing all these manipulative things while thinking that you are a part of a community, that you did have all this time, that you were making money, even though you weren't making that much fucking money. Constantly putting it back into buying more courses or products that you'd buy anyway because you love them so much. The benefits, we believe all this stuff. When you start to wake up, it's just like it wasn't true. What the fuck have I done? We believe it. A lot of people believe that we're doing good. Waking up, realizing that we haven't, it's so fucking weird.
Help someone create more time? Can you help someone have more money? Can you help someone with benefits of your product or service, right? Can you
create more time? Do not get involved in the multi-level marketing industry. Or if you want to, you know, or I don't want to say that if you want to, if you're in, then to start honestly tracking how much time you're spending. I was asked how much time I was spending, and I would immediately get defensive, and I would explain away how much time I was spending on social media. I would be on it anyway. This is a hobby. I don't need to track it. You couldn't pin me down. I was slippery like a freaking eel covered in Vaseline. I'd be like squirting out all over the place. There's no fucking way you could pin me down.
help someone be in a great community that's uplifting? And so you have a lot of solutions, but people aren't hearing it because you're only marketing it for people ready to move forward, ready to join. So this is your funnel. So you're doing these lives on why you should join my team, why Grapety Grape is the greatest ever, why my cream is the most fantastic.
Because it's not about the products. It's about recruiting people into saying time, money, benefits, community, the illusion of this passive income, residual income, life-changing opportunity, all flags of a pyramid scheme.
Fantastic. This is classic what network marketers do. They assume people are ready to buy, and a very small percentage are, okay? And they sell what it is, not what it does. Nobody wants to join your organization, but they want.
You heard it from him. Nobody wants to join multi-level marketing. It's true.
Want the benefits of your organization.
The benefits of the organization, which is lies.
They want community. They want to feel good.
Community doesn't exist. It's transactional. Feel good. Cult. Manipulation. You think you're feeling good.
They want to feel like they belong.
You do feel like you belong until you fucking disobey, and then you no longer belong. You may lose your job. You may get fucking excommunicated. You may be made a target of.
They want to be on a mission to
impact. So having purpose, because your life was without meaning and without purpose before you joined this, with this religious fervor, and with an actual fucking religious fervor now.
Impact people all over the world. They want to be on a mission.
Why can't you impact people all over the world? You know what? Take care of yourself first. That's what it should be. But this is just all distraction. You're not worthy unless you're impacting people all over the world. No, you need to take care of yourself. Take care of your family.
To end hunger. They want to be on a mission to help grandparents play with their grandkids more. They want to be on a mission where people have less pain in their necks and their joints and etc. They want to be on a mission to help more people travel and see the world.
People are on a mission to help more people travel. People are on a mission to recruit them into their multi-level marketing companies. That's all it is. So they can benefit. And then we pad it out. We mask it by saying we're helping people. I'm not selling, I'm helping. I'm not selling, I'm sharing. It's just a lie.
World and have better relationships and reduce the divorce rate. They want all that, but they don't want to join your organization. They don't want to buy your product, but they want the benefits of it. So what does that mean?
I make a purchase, I go onto Amazon, I want to make a purchase. With multi-level marketing, it's all this convoluted as fuck, weird, twisted branding and marketing. Don't talk about what it is, talk about what it does. Of course, there can be truth to that. This candle will make you feel good. It will make, it smells, the scent lingers in your house. It's calming. It's not just this candle made of wax, exactly what it is. And these are the ingredients. This is the benefits. This is what it does. Of course, there's truth to that. But then you can see again how this is twisted, distorted.
It means they need more information. So you, whether you like it or not, need to become an information marketer. Now, that doesn't mean you have to create your own ebooks, doesn't mean you have to write books, doesn't mean you have to do courses, doesn't mean you have to start coaching people, right? And having coaching programs and mastermind. Doesn't mean all that stuff. But if you...
No, only I want to do that because I want you to continue to purchase from me.
You start becoming a marketer of information, okay, which can be put together free, which can be found on Google.
What does this have to do with your network marketing company? So I was with Monat. And it doesn't matter what multi-level marketing company you're with. I know that was one thing. We would always be comparing each other's companies. My company is better than yours. My company is one of the good ones. I think mine is the unicorn. No, it's not. It's an MLM. It's the same thing. You haven't unpacked yet. It's a fucking pyramid scheme. They're all the same. The products are fucking irrelevant.
Which will help these people move through the buy cycle. Because this is a cycle. What do we want? Do we want to just provide information?
This is like making me yawn.
Provide information? No, we want them to move toward buying. Okay. And so this example is buy my stuff, join my team. This example is 4 secrets to blank. 3 ways of blank.
See how much extra work so many people in multi-level marketing are doing? This is why they're so busy. This is why they're canceling plans with you. This is why they're always on their phone, is because of this additional stuff. They're working their business. And when you're so busy, you're learning all this stuff. I felt so excited. I felt like I was, my knowledge was expanding. I was getting like approval from fucking like people within RankMakers in the 14-day challenge. I felt like really good about myself. And it was all fake. But it doesn't feel fake at the time. It feels real.
4 weird secrets, right, of blank. And so this kind of stuff attracts the 93%. And you will infinitely increase your chances of getting conversions. And so this is what we mean by saying seek conversation over conversion. See, people that post, join my team, here's the link. What's the negative? Here's the negative. You ready for this? Buy my thing turns off all of these people. So it turns off 98%. See, you're just not, it's not that you're only attracting a small amount, okay? It's because you're repelling. So this is, attraction marketing is information. Information to help these people that need more information. Repellent marketing is buy my thing, join my team. And hey, let's be honest.
Shut the fuck
Could you possibly get a sale?
Shut the fuck up! Just shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You got to do this with humor. I have to do this with humor. Oh my God. I'm looking for more props here to help us get through.
Yeah, but that's not the way you should look at it. Because you could 10x your sales very easily by changing from buy my thing, join my team to here's 3 secrets to accomplishing what this does. What this does. Okay. Now, there are 2 nuances to this. Okay. And so if you're doing a Facebook Live and 100 people get on, 1 to 2 people will come into your funnel. Maybe. Let's just play with me here. 98 people will not like you any longer. They'll be like, oh God, spammer, hyper, all they do is talk about their product and their team. Bleh. Okay? So 1 to 2 people out of 100 might reach out to you. Could you screw it up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Could you blow it with something you said here? Totally could. So is it likely?
This is going to be as long as a fucking live stream. We're 48 minutes into this. And I know this is over 2 hours already. But there's no fucking way you could just let this play without adding commentary to it, you know, because it's so fucking brutal.
If you do buy my thing, join my team, you get 1 to 2 people reach out and you blow it, you don't get any signups, 0. Right?
Oh my God.
Very possible, very likely.
Can you imagine when he starts doing his sermons? He'll be fucking going on. He'll have all these other groups. If it's going to be the same template, RankMakers, then he does a 14-day challenge. So he's going to have like walk-in faith challenge. How many people can you recruit to the kingdom? Where he had said something in this sermon, like, we're coming into Easter. You got to hit it strong. Like, what the fuck are you going to hit strong? What the fuck are you doing? What do you do? You're going to go like fucking, are you recruiting people to religion? Your religion. What are you getting ready for Easter? What the fuck are you doing?
You do it this way. 4 secrets of this, 3 ways of this, 4 weird blah, blah, blah of this. 7 little known things about avocado, whatever. Information. You do it in front of 100 people, you may get 3. You may get 93 people express some kind of interest. So you got 93 people coming in the top of the funnel. Well, or half of them full of baloney, totally, right? So now you're down to what, 46, 47, something like that, okay? You follow up with them, you continue to follow up with them, might you get 10 sales? Very possible.
Oh my God.
That is not a very unlikely situation. Do you see the difference? This is stacking the odds in your favor.
Okay.
And by the way, when you learn how to actually follow up, see, my follow-up was, I followed up until it was the follow-up until they pass away plan. If I saw an obituary, I would mark them off my follow-up. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. But you're fucking nuts. There's something fucking wrong with you. You look at the obituary and then you mark them off the list. That's nuts. It is nuts. We'd like follow up until they die, follow up until they pass away, and we'll hear a story of him. Do you remember these Charmkins? My mom was going through the different toys. It's so cute, these little things with a little flower on their head.
If I see an announcement on Facebook, rest in peace and that kind of thing, mark them off my list. Send them my condolences. Say, I'm sorry, man, that sucks.
I mean, you got to send them a condolence, but then mark them off your list. He's got no fucking heart. I don't fucking think he's human. I really don't. I mean, he must be human. I don't want to be dehumanizing, but this is fucking weird. This is so fucking weird. What the fuck was I part of?
Mark them off my list. No wonder following up. If they're rude to me, if they're a total jerk, curse me out or whatever.
Fuck you, you fucking asshole.
Then, okay, I don't want you in my team. Can't happen.
It took him a while to block me. TikTok was the last platform he blocked me off of. He was the one that friend requested me. And he was also the first one to unfriend.
This is infinitely stacking the odds against you. It's making your life so much harder. You do it this way, it's stacking the odds in your favor. And my only concern is that you'll start getting so many people reaching out to you that you'll get lazy. We don't like laziness. So some people, because 93 people reach out to them, they're like, no urgency here. I got lots of people to talk to. I like that energy. I like the energy of you not being so, how come they didn't follow up? Well, if you got 93 people reaching out to you, do you care about one? It's when you...
I don't care about fucking anyone because I have posture around my network marketing business.
You only have one reaching out to you. That's when you care. That's when you're like, we really need that one person to follow up with me, man. Why didn't they? right? When you only got 1 or 2 people reaching out to you, they're like, oh, don't go. I'll wash your car. I'll buy you dinner.
No, what? Right. Real coaches, they fix a person's crown. They don't point out when it's crooked.
Go anywhere, please. When you only got 1 to 2, you want to hold on to them and squeeze them and love on them. Oh, please don't go. Don't go. But when you got 93, you're like, they didn't respond. Whatever. Whatevs. I'll make it. I'll just follow up with the other 92. It's not that big a deal. That's a better energy when it comes to sales. Now, there are.
Then you wonder if you wonder if you've ever wondered why we show up like such fucking assholes in multi-level marketing. This is why. Is trainings like this. Whatevs. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Ooh, I love you. Like, he's fucking nuts. Oh my God.
Some nuances around this.
How the fuck did I end up in a multi-level marketing company in 2017? I joined fucking RankMakers. I end up becoming anti-MLM, start speaking out, and then this fucker decides that he's a prophet and I have to keep speaking out. How in the fuck did I end up here? This is fucking crazy to me.
Okay, there's some nuances. And so you never know what's going to be on the screen here. So I'm going to talk real quickly.
Oh my God.
My RankMakers know what I'm about to talk about. All right. Big hat, no hat.
There's big hat, there's little hat, and then there's those of us that wear crowns.
Some of you in here are big hats, and that means you're influencers. Okay. So you have a following. You have a large team, maybe both. Okay. So you're big hat. I'm a big hat here. So when I post, when a big hat posts a picture,
you got to update your files. All the women now in fucking Arbonne and Monat, they're all wearing big hats. Your files need to be updated.
Of Creepy Creep is amazing. Oh, so good. They get 100 comments. Well, what the heck, Ray? You said only 1 to 2%. Well, those comments, think about this for a second. Those comments are not from prospects.
Yes. I paid this man and his organization thousands of dollars over the years I was involved in the Higdon group. Purchasing coaching. I recommended him to my team, and I now see, I have seen for some time, but today and in this moment particular, I see why people were wondering what the fuck I was doing.
Why would a prospect comment? Hey, I've never taken that, but what a great picture. No one's going to comment that. No one's going to say it. Now, the problem is the big hat, they forget they're a big hat. They forget. And so they teach little hats the same thing. Well, little hat, all I do is I post about the product. I named the company in every post, and it just works.
No, they did it because they got in at pre-launch. So they could post about the product. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted if they get in at pre-launch and they have some kind of fucking presence. And then they tell their people, just do what I did because it's duplicatable. It's not going to work. It doesn't matter what the big hat. If they're wearing no hat or a big hat or a medium-sized hat or a crown, it doesn't make any bit of difference because you're in a pyramid scheme. It was Douglas Brooks that said this. It was, it's like buying a lottery ticket to last week's lottery. The winners have already been selected. I can't even believe this is so brutal. Holy shit. I haven't seen this since 2019. Oh God, I can't. I want to just get through this stuff and just have it out there, you know? There's so much. I did 8 of these at least. Fucking 8 of these. 8 of the 14-day challenges. Never mind every other fucking day listening to Ray and RankMakers.
And Little Hat goes, all right, okay. Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's what I got to do too. But they're a no hat. They don't have an influence. They don't have a following. And so they post, this person, Grapity Grape is amazing. And all the fellow Grapity Grapers are like, yeah, dare to be grape. Oh, it's a grape day. Woo! And so they get all these digital high fives from existing teammates. Little Hat, No Hat posts that, Grapity Grape's amazing. No comments.
Like, I'm experiencing a whole bunch of emotions right now, like so much cringe that I thought this was really funny. And then I remember thinking like I admired him, that I thought he was so funny. I thought he was so fucking funny. I thought this was amazing training. And now I'm seeing it now, and I'm like realizing like how fucking horrible it is and how stupid and cringy it is. And then also like thinking of my past self, and I can't help but say, like, what the fuck were you thinking, Julie? Fuck. Just when you thought you'd seen what you knew about Ray, and there's always fucking more.
Well, maybe, just maybe, we need to distinguish between big hat, no hat. Okay? No hats, you have to pay attention to standard marketing. You have to pay attention to this infrastructure. You have to, or you're going to get real frustrated. And it reminds me, and this happens not just in marketing, it happens in prospecting.
Are you following all of this? Now I want you to go out and I want you to do your Facebook Live video. You have asked me a question. How dare you ask me a question? I just explained all of this to you. In this, there's infrastructure for the Facebook Live video. There's this infrastructure for the thong and the bicycle. I can't make it any more clear for you. Come on. If you have a choice between explaining your company's comp plan or explaining one of Ray's trainings, you have a 99.7% chance of explaining your comp plan over any of Ray's trainings. That's according to the 52.1% of people that I interviewed on in my imagination and my last other courses that I sold with high altitude potatoes. People are confused. They don't want to know what the potatoes are. They just want to know what it's going to do for them. Come on, go out and make a live video. Quit making excuses.
Expecting as well. And I know we're going a little long, but there's some deep stuff here, man, we got to cover. So, hey, not every day will be this long, believe me. And so, but you digging it? Is this helpful? Helpful so far? I remember being at a conference, and this guy, network marketing convention, and this guy gets up there and he goes, I recruited the first 60 people I talked to. I was 60 for 60. And here's what I said. Everyone in the crowd is like, oh my God, whoa, getting carpal.
Fuck, we heard this story so often. We need to take a break from face. And yeah. And everybody took notes because he's recruited so many people. But of course, because this guy is connected and all he has to do is tell his friends, just sign up, and they all just signed up. Well, it's not going to work for people that have less influence or less network and a smaller network. But it's just the way he fucking says this. How this fucker has flown under the radar for this many years is beyond me, but I'm glad that it's out there now. But man, this is draining. Holy shit.
Tunnel. They're like, ibuprofen. I mean, they're just popping out ibuprofen like Pez dispensers, right? Okay, now I'm better. Oh, man. Salve! People rubbing their wrists with salve. Like, okay, got it. Oh, man, I got to get this script, man. He was 60 for 60, bro. You hear about that script? The script didn't matter. Why? Because
he's probably going to do this with his sermons. He's going to lose his shit. He gets into this rhythm because you can see him. He's like working himself up into getting all fucking agitated. Oh my God. I don't know. Are you laughing or crying right now?
He was a big hat. Meaning he was influential to his warm market. So he could have strolled up to his warm market, right? yo, bros, I'm about to do this thing. And they would have said, totes cool, let's do it. Because he was a big hat. Big hats have a hard time identifying with no hats. So they teach things that they...
If you happen to watch this and you even see this part, you know, I'd like to give you a suggestion. Is to look at this, like just let this play in the fucking mirror. If you had anybody else talk like this, what advice would you give them? Would you think this was really effective coaching? I think it's time for some self-awareness here.
They do that will never work for little hat. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So all that wasted energy and carpal tunnel surgeries that had to happen afterwards really didn't matter, because what the big hat says doesn't apply to the little hat. But what does to both is marketing psychology. You understand the buy cycle. You understand.
You are in marketing. Is this helpful? Now you know more about how we're taught to market in network marketing. That's why we're all running around not knowing what the fuck we're doing.
Understand the marketing thongs, right? You understand that name and the name of the company, the name of the product, saying here's the thing to buy, here's what to join, versus information that 93% want. You will get more. Now, the influencer, the big hat, you can get away with being intellectually lazy. Don't be mad at me. Come on. Don't be mad. You can get away with
it. You've been insulting us since the beginning of the video. Don't worry. We'll just keep giving you our money because we know that we're just self-sabotaging ourselves and have limiting beliefs. We're just used to you insulting everyone. Doesn't matter who they are.
Being intellectually lazy. You can post great.
You're intellectually lazy. You can't even like actually come up with your own material. Got to take it off the internet. Call it ILT. It's called plagiarizing.
Grape is the greatest thing on the planet. And because you have influence, because you have a following, someone somewhere will reach out and sign up. And that's what you're used to. Influencers, if you want to 10x your business, and I absolutely
love the 10x. 10x is the is Grant Cardone, and I 1,000,000%. Oh, fuck, enough. It's not 1,000,000%. It's 0%, Ray. It's 0%. You don't know any percent.
I mean it. If you embrace this,
shut the fuck up. I think I'm gonna. That's a GenX ASMR moment right now. Shut the fuck up. 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 Shut the fuck up.
And I know you're already getting results, because once you're an influencer, it's kind of easy to get results. But if you embrace this, the only thing you'll have to worry about is your time of follow-up. Like, you will have to balance that. You may have to take leads, and this is what I did. So when I became an influencer, when I went from no hat to big hat, okay? When I became an influencer, I started generating more leads than I could handle. And so I had leaders in Canada, in UK, in Australia, and I can't draw right now. That's Australia. That's amazing, huh? And so, and don't ask how to be a big hat. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're long away. And so,
put you in your place. Don't get ahead of yourself.
What I did once I went from little hat to no hat, no hat to big hat.
Little hat to no hat, 1 hat, 2 hat, 3 hat, 4, 5 hat, 6 hat, 7 hat, more. Holy hat. I
started getting more leads than I could handle. I literally couldn't.
You're like waking up in the night and be like, hat!
I couldn't follow up because I was applying marketing psychology. Now, I could have been lazy. I could have been lazy and said, yo, bros, join my team. Grapey to Grape's amazing. It's awesome. I could have done that and just got trickled in, just 1% to 2% people reaching out to me, but that didn't make sense to me.
Just watch what his marketing is like now, how effective it is, how he uses this marketing psychology on his influence, because he's a big hat now. What's the number one thing that you're struggling with right now with your religion? Or drop a 1 in the comments. It's not intellectually lazy at all. That's deep psychology right there.
I understand marketing. Why would I do that? And so I started getting, so leads would come in, like 3, 4 leads, and they're all Canadian. I'd send them to my Canadian leader. I would send, some to my UK leader. I'd send some to my Australian leader. I'd send some to Topeka, Kansas. I would send some. You see what I'm saying? So big hats, what you will have to work on if you're truly influential, with many of you are in here, okay? You will have to work on, okay, how do I manage all these leads? Because you will, I was generating 3,000 leads without ads a month.
This is what he says, and I think it's bullshit, because I don't believe anything he says. I think I would like to see proof of any of his claims. Of his claims. I can't even talk.
3,000 leads a month without advertisements.
I guess this is supposed to be impressive, but if watching this, I don't even know what the fuck he's saying anymore. I don't know now, and I didn't know then. He could have said 3 million or 3, and I would have still been like
pain. And that was just through my videos.
They weren't that good. They're still not that good.
Let me tell you, it ain't easy to follow up with 3,000 leads a month.
It's because you didn't do it.
So I had
the 3,000 leads were also the 20 no's a day, and then he 10x'd his business. Oh my God, all these numbers.
I incorporated some different leaders, and we can talk about that. I don't have time to go into that right now, but learn this.
Oh, you have time, but you're just like, he's still fucking going on here. How much time do we have left? Oh, thank God. 58 minutes and 30 seconds in. This goes just over an hour.
Influencers, if you learn to start thinking like the no hat, your duplication will freaking skyrocket. You will be
the duplication, because this is nothing about selling your products. Because if you want to make the big money, you need to recruit, and your team has to recruit, because you're in a pyramid scheme. Your duplication is going to go through the roof. Your duplication is not going to go through the roof, because you're in a pyramid scheme. That is the business model. All of this is all of this wasted time.
Genius amongst them versus them just be a follower of yours. And so if you want to skyrocket your duplication, start learning to think like the no hat. Start learning to think like the part-time tow truck driver that has an hour a week to do anything on anything. Okay. And
you can't grow your network marketing business on an hour a week as a part-time tow truck driver or as anything. We know this. It's a lie.
Big hats, you learn this marketing psychology, even though what you're doing is working, even though I know it, you're going to get 1 to 2 signups, and you'll sign up whatever, 10, 15 a month, whatever, right? But you embrace this, you will be clocking 20, 30, 40 signups a month.
No, you won't. 20, 30, 40 signups a month. All this, this is what's happening.
With no problem at all.
No problem at all. It's just fake claims. And if you don't do it, well, it's because you didn't understand the 93% of the need more information, and then the buy cycle, and then the marketing thong, and then this whole convoluted chart that he's going to swipe left and swipe right, and the whiteboard's up, and he's never going to know what's going to show up on this screen. Awkward, really creepy, uncomfortable laugh. More insults, and sign up for my next course.
You really will. And the cool thing is, this applies to big hat or no hat. You learn this psychology, it applies to anybody, okay? And this is a concept that anybody can apply regardless of experience, regardless of expertise, regardless of best-selling author, regardless of anything. And so
his group is growing. His influence is growing in the religious community. So, as much as I can point these things out, make fun. His influence is growing. Say what you will. He's fucking really good at manipulating people.
Woo!
And keeping them loyal.
There you go.
For a time.
That is day 2, and I know this is intense, man. This is intense, but it's very, very needed. Action step: update that tracker right away. Do your Facebook Live today. Good luck to you. I know that many of you don't have all the answers. Do it anyway. I know that you're like, well, Ray, what if I got an eye patch? Well, Ray, what if I'm a southpaw? Well, Ray, what if I'm in Philly, right? I got it. I got that you don't have all the answers. Take what you've learned.
Sienna jumped on my face yesterday, and like my lips started to bleed. Now it's like it's purple. That's what that is.
Here and do the best you can. And there's going to be mistakes. That's okay. We will get you there. It's only day 2. All right. So I appreciate you guys very much. Make it happen. I'm in a VIP coaching day all day long. So we got my man Jeff Altgeber is going to be here with 15 of his leaders. So I'm coaching them all day long. It's going to be amazing, but I won't be in the group a whole lot today.
That guy is at the top of his pyramid.
All right. So rock and roll, my friends. Make it happen. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
We made it through. Okay, that was day 2 of January 2019's 14-day challenge, but it was in substitution for day 4, in case you forgot, because we've gone through a lot for this. I'm going to end this. This has gone on way too long. Thank you so much for watching. You're going to be an honorary 14-day challenge finisher after watching any amount of these videos. That was really intense. I'll see you in the next video.